It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Just to get large, so many more. 10 more. Never a bar, ayy, 10 in the morning, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Hands up as ever, cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube, but view it for free. Ayy, this one time for the Twitch, this one time for the text, this one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome on in. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM, taking your asses up until 2 o'clock here today. Leroy will be here shortly. He had an appointment. He will be here. He is en route. He is en route. So Leroy will be on the program. Good morning, Frog Boy. How are you?
Excellent. Well, actually, no, I'm not that good.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, it was a bad weekend.
Bad weekend. Double loss weekend. Dolphins, Canes, both lose. Not great. Not great. Not a great way to start your morning. Man, it was a weird. Anybody feel, I know it was daylight saving, so we fell back, but because the football was also early, did anybody feel like it was the longest Sunday known to man?
Wow. I thought it was like 2 o'clock when it was 10 a.m.
It was like, I get up yesterday. I was, first of all, had to do game day uncensored, so we were on at 7 a.m. But I was freaked out because I set my alarm for like 5-ish, I think, to get up. But I get up initially without it. But I go to the kitchen and I look at the oven, and that threw me because I was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, what time is it? So I thought I was like running behind, and then I like go back to my phone. I'm like, "Oh no, that feels more right." Yeah. So get there, go in, do the show, and this Chiefs Dolphins game starts off, and the first thing I think about is, this damn Leroy is going to be talking about that coin toss all show tomorrow because they did defer. Yep. They gave Patrick Mahomes the football. He scores right away. But, from then on it was a good performance by the defense. You cannot get after them for that performance yesterday at all. 2 touchdowns to the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. You will take that all day, every day.
Yeah.
And
second half shutout.
Second half shutout. They did awesome. What more could you possibly want from them in that performance? They rattled Patrick Mahomes. They forced a fumble. Seal it on up.
Yeah.
And
Kelsey was clamped up all game.
Kelsey couldn't do anything. Probably going to have to go write a love song about it with Tay-Tay. Yeah. He couldn't do nothing. It was as much as you could possibly want from the defense after all the bleep Fangs took early on in the season.
From you.
It deserved.
Also from me, though.
And they were great. But I look at that game yesterday, and it goes on the 3 faces of the franchise. And that is Mike McDaniel, Tua Tagovailoa,
wow,
and Tyreek Hill.
I'm shocked about
that game is their fault. They lost that game. That's the reason the Dolphins didn't win. And you can't tell me otherwise. All right? It is. This Mike McDaniel, every single time he comes into one of these big games, he is predetermining the narrative, which is cute. It's cute. It's great that you want to get out in front of it, coach. However, for a coach that takes things week by week, for us to be out here and we're always thinking big picture and we need to have our team be able to travel and bring the entire operation with us on the road, and we're even taking it to Germany, and we're going to be out in Germany all week, and we're going to have the leg up. It's like you go out every time that you take on a contender or a real team, and it's not that the Dolphins can't hang. The thing that's been annoying about it is they've hung pretty tough. The thing that is infuriating about it is every single time they're down 2 scores and they have to fight their way out of it. That's the thing that's infuriating. And that's not, how is that not on coaching? Every single time you got to come back from some deficit or some mistake or some critical error because they just don't seem ready. And yeah, great. He can be proud of his team because in the face of adversity, they always seem to not give up. That's awesome. Cool. Why are they always in that position? Can they ever get out to a lead on a good team? Can they ever dictate the game? That's the thing that's been infuriating about this. I don't watch them against the Chiefs and be like, man, Dolphins are outclassed. Quite the contrary. I'm like, they can hang with these guys. I don't look at them against the Eagles and say, Dolphins are outclassed. Quite the contrary. They were right there. But they shoot themselves in the foot early. They get down big. Then they have to crawl their way out of it. And then they need to be perfect in late game situations. And typically there's been a big mistake that's killed them. That's what's been infuriating about it. Not the, they can't hang with good teams. That they very clearly can. They can hang with good teams. But it takes them a half, or it takes them a quarter and a half, and that's annoying. And that's on coaching. So he can be cute. I love the jokes. I love that guy. All right? This is not me saying the guy's a bum. Not me saying that Mike McDaniel's a fraud. Not saying that. I'm not.
I don't know. Seems like that's what you're saying, too.
It's not what I'm saying. It's literally not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I think the guy is good. I love his vibe. I love what he's done for the quarterback. That's all great. But I do think that you have to decide what you are. Is this every week? Is week by week? It's a game by game thing. But also there's a grand picture. There's a big picture. Like, no, you have to choose. And it just feels like to me, he's always got like, he's trying to figure everything out before just figuring out the thing in front of him. And that's been the case now when they get into a showdown with a team that can match him talent for talent. It has been. I think he's very good. I think he's innovative. I think he very clearly has his players' belief. I think they love him. But my God, it's annoying that every single time they get into one of these showdowns, down 14.
That is disappointing because, like you said, we're there the entire time. I know the score of Buffalo is, that one was rough.
Buffalo, they got their ass kicked.
Yeah, that was rough.
Buffalo, they got their ass kicked.
But Philly, we were
bad
there.
Performance.
Yep.
Even still in the second half, like they could have come back against, but like Buffalo, I think was an absolute drubbing. They got their ass kicked.
I'm not worried about
Philly and Kansas City.
Yep.
You're like,
we're there.
What are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? And that defense played their asses off.
Yeah, they did.
Even after that first drive, they gave the offense plenty of chances to get the football, get a lead, get this thing even. Couldn't do it all first half. Now let's go to Tua. Tua, I love you, dude.
Ooh.
I love you, dude. Okay.
Right.
But 2 big drives.
Watch it.
To either even things up.
All right.
Or both to even things up. One of them, he throws an interception against the Eagles. Was there chicanery with the refs?
That was a pass interference, dude.
Fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
He still underthrew it. It was a lollipop. Easiest play an Eagles ever made in their life.
Yeah, it was.
Okay? And if you listen to this show, you know I'm a big Tua supporter. Even in the face of everybody being rats off a ship.
Yep.
We have our Tua. We've had it since he's drafted. You guys know I support this guy. Okay?
Yes.
That being said, Eagles, chance to tie, interception. Chiefs, chance to tie. 2 amazing runs by Raheem Mostert.
Oh, why did we stop?
And then as soon as they start passing the football, not even a chance.
What happened?
Not
with
a
that
chance.
Cedric Wilson play?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did someone hit
I think
it?
Cedric
Did it
Wilson made a
slip?
mistake. I think he very clearly, because Sue was very overly taking the blame for it. And it looked very much like the way he threw that ball was like, oh no, he's not going to be anywhere near where I think he's going to be. And so it seems like he probably tried to hold it back or maybe like pump fake to go somewhere else. But he was already pot committed. It was like his throw was buffering. It's like his throw was buffering, and it was just an embarrassing toss, nowhere near Cedric Wilson. And then, what do you know? The old center QB exchange got us again. But it's right through his hands.
I saw.
It's on him.
I saw it.
It's on him. I don't know why Connor Williams has a ball he snaps that looks like a Randy Johnson slider.
Yeah.
But
we're just saying he has to catch.
He's got to catch that football. You got to catch that football.
It wasn't bad. Okay, it wasn't bad. Bad is over the
It
head.
wasn't a
Bad
it
is
wasn't
in
a
the ground.
perfect snap.
Wasn't
It
great.
wasn't a perfect snap,
Yeah.
but it was catchable.
I get you.
It was
I get
catchable.
you.
And
As a
that's on him.
quarterback, he should
That's
have-
on Uno. We're not gonna sit here.
Damn it.
We're gonna fluff this guy's ass up all season long and saying he's an MVP candidate. MVP candidate cannot have a drive like that against the Super Bowl champs to tie that game. So that's on him. And then Tyreek Hill,
Oh,
dude.
no.
Tyreek,
Okay, hey.
Cheetah,
All right.
Cheetah,
Calm. Gotta get
Tyreek Hill.
decent game.
Your quote coming into this week was,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it's in Kansas City or Germany, they're going to get that work. Well, by work, did that mean you're going to spot them 7 points? Because what the hell was that?
What was that?
What the hell? Now, did he make a football move?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I
I
do
don't
know
if he
is
ever had possession.
what I do know is he didn't hold on to that football.
Yeah.
And not holding on to the football, that's not tough.
Sometimes you try to do too much.
That's not tough.
That's
not tough.
That's not tough.
That's not tough.
That's not tough.
Giving up fumbling the football, and then that team lateraling that football 4-7 points, that's tough.
What happened?
It was infuriating. And
What
so you're
was
just
that?
and everybody is laughing at him because
Right.
it's like you had everybody who's like, oh, which cheetah is better? Which cheetah is better? I think our cheetah is better. But in the week you say you've been looking forward to this game all summer long, and you have said they're gonna get that work. You cannot wait to go against it. You're saying no, you can't go out there and you can't cough up the football like that and get your team down 21-0. That was a backbreaker.
Yeah, because we were on the way to score.
I know.
At least 3.
At least 3, dude. And you get the football back.
Yeah.
All right, maybe you could make up for that whole, oh, we gave Patrick Mahomes the football first. You should have been in a good spot.
Yeah.
Should have been a good spot
For sure.
to at least set yourself up.
For a tie.
You would hope for a tie when you come back out of the half.
Yeah.
But instead, you get down 3 scores. And let me just tell you,
Uh-oh.
against that defense, the Chiefs defense getting down 3 scores, not great.
No.
Not great.
I
They're
mean,
good on
against
defense
anyone.
too. They're good on defense too.
No.
And to me, it's as simple as that. You could talk about, one of the linemen getting hurt. You could talk about penalties. You could talk about Cedric Wilson misdirecting the route. Dude, this falls on 3 people, the
Yeah.
faces of that franchise. Okay? Mike McDaniel, Tyreek Hill, and Tua Tagovailoa,
Damn.
bar none.
Damn.
Not even a question. Not even a question. Do you disagree?
I don't disagree, but this is a personal one. Can I throw a 3A in?
Sure.
I'm done with Salvon Ahmed. I am done with Salvon Ahmed. He is not the answer. Every single time we went to him, nothing. Nothing. But he didn't have a significant play enough for me to blame him. I do agree the top 3 are the ones that you just mentioned. That sucks, man. And that sucks because they're not going anywhere. You don't want them to go anywhere. These are your guys.
They're not going anywhere. It's like but in the other losses, you could be like, oh, the referees totally screwed us.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, okay, I'll buy that. Or, your offensive line was in tatters. Okay.
Yep.
This one, yes, you lost Robert Jones in the middle of that game. Tough because you have to bring Eichenberg back in. Nobody wants Eichenberg out there.
Nobody really wants it.
But healthiest your offensive line has been, healthiest your defense is, healthiest you've been in a very, very long time. We cannot, blame injuries on this one. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You had a chance, even with all that being said, with as catastrophic as that first half was, you had a couple of chances to tie this thing up. You got, terrible penalty. Then you got sacked one drive.
Yeah.
The defense still comes up with a ball save, gives you one more chance.
Yep.
2 awesome runs by Raheem Mostert, and it goes incomplete. Jalen Waddle falls on his face. I don't know what the hell that was.
What was
Tua
that?
nearly threw a pick
Yeah.
at one point. Cedric Wilson and Tua can't get on the same page. Botch snap.
What a horrible way to end
That
it.
is pooping the bed at its finest or at its worst. I don't know what direction you want to go there at.
Yeah.
But this entire loss goes on Tua, Mike McDaniel, and Tyreek Hill. That's it. That is the summary. There are no arguments. If you have arguments, 305-567-0560. But I will shoot them all down because this is definitive. This loss goes on those 3 individuals and those 3 individuals alone. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Got a cool giveaway to tell you guys about today. You guys like Jalen Waddle?
Love him. Still love him after
Still
yesterday.
love him.
Not
Okay.
to blame.
If you guys want to go meet Jalen Waddle,
I would love to.
get an autograph
Whoa.
from Jalen Waddle,
How is this?
and get a photo with Jalen Waddle,
This is just too much.
we're giving you a chance to do that, man. It is another chance to win a photo op with Dolphins wide receiver Jalen Waddle and an autograph courtesy of Hollywood Collectibles. For your chance to win, text the word Dolphins to 20357. Text Dolphins, the word Dolphins, to 20357. You can win. If you don't win, you can still meet Jalen Waddle at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania Beach on November 11th. For photo ops and autographs, tickets are on sale now at hollywoodcollectibles.com. Also want to let you guys know that we are giving you another chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to Disney's Blizzard Beach Water Park. So keep listening to that. We'll give that away before the end of today's show. We got that every day this week. Details on that and more info, go to Disney.com for info and tickets to Blizzard Beach. We are reacting to the Miami Dolphins loss. Leroy will be with us shortly, I believe, before the end of the hour. We will hear from Leroy on his thoughts on the Dolphins loss to the Chiefs in the wee hours of. Did you like waking up with football yesterday, Marcos?
This is rough because you're at 1 o'clock. You don't have to wake up too early if your team loses.
Right.
You don't have to wake up too early, and you still have time to recover your day, right? When they play really early in the morning and they lose, rest of your day ruined. And if they play really late at night, you spend the whole day waiting for it and they lose. Now it's like I wasted my whole day on a loss. So I don't mind what time I wake up as long as I win. If I lose, don't have me wake up at 9 a.m. to lose a game.
I know.
Dude.
It feels like everybody was like not in the mood for football the rest of the day. After
What?
it ends at like 12:45, you're like,
Yeah.
ugh,
Just
football.
like, what am I doing?
I don't
here?
want to do any more football today. I'm done with football. I don't even want to
Stupid.
deal with the Dolphins.
We didn't talk
And
about the kids. Jesus.
Oh, dude, give me
Oh.
some time. Give me some
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Give me some
I
time.
don't even want to think about it.
Give me some time. Jonathan is in San Antonio. Hello, Jonathan. How's Wemby?
Oh, man. He's great.
He is great.
He's great.
He's great. How are you?
Man. Oh, I'm hurting. Look, Mike McDaniel, what happened to the genius? Where's like Ingold in the flat? Or everything doesn't have to be Tool and Waddle or Hill and Waddle. Like, switch it up. Screen pass. Something. It's the same plays over and over again. It's like, same thing. Like, switch it up, man.
He wants him to switch it up, okay? And that's understand. 305-567-0562. Jonathan wants him to switch it up. It's not, look, giving the ball to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. I like giving them the football.
I also like Ingold, though. He had a point. I would have liked to see Ingold.
The
on the side.
MVP.
He wouldn't have fumbled. I'm just saying.
The MVP. But yeah, I tell you one thing though, I nearly pooped my pants when Mostert puts the ball on the ground again. I'm like, Mostert.
That Chase Claypool made the play of his Dolphins career.
I know. I was so scared when he put the ball on the ground. I was like, oh.
But that was typical. That I feel like if it wasn't the top three that we had complained about, it would have been a Mostert fumble because that's another thing we've been dealing with all season.
For sure. It definitely has been. Do you have Mike McDaniel on this narrative of them losing big games and what the Dolphins coach had to say about that?
We're all very aware, and we knew going into the game that, you know, if we're going to lose, what the narrative would be, and that's fair. We shouldn't feel entitled to high opinions from the masses. As long as you continue to get better, ultimately that narrative will subside. But that's on us collectively, from coaches and players alike. If you want the narrative to change the narrative.
Yeah, I get you. But the thing that has, I think, been more infuriating to everybody is people nationally will say, well, the Dolphins can't hang. They're frauds. I was getting text yesterday, but by the way, I mean, he can go to hell.
Oh,
my co-host,
God.
Sean Levine, who's a big Chiefs fan, he texts me
God.
as soon as Tyreek fumbles. He's just frauds.
Oh,
and I'm just like,
dude.
all right, dude, thank you. I wanted so bad to have that comeback just so I could have that forever.
Me too.
And the thing that has been tough is, yes, the Dolphins have hung tough. They have not wavered as far as being out of these games where they get down big. But man, when you get the chance and you get it down there to finally cap off the cut, you got to do it. And I think that's the infuriating thing is everybody's just like, yeah, I think everybody believes this Dolphins team is talented. I think all Dolphins fans think that this team can hang with the Chiefs. And I get people who are even like, why do we complain about this so much? It's not like we get tripped up like KC did against Denver or like the Bills do against basically everybody who's not the Dolphins. I hear you. But the thing is like if the coach is going to go out there and talk to Rich Eisen about we need to know what it's like to bring this so we're ready for the Super Bowl, okay, then you're not talking about week-to-week stuff. Then you are talking about big picture stuff. Then you are talking about what this means, but you're losing sight of, hey, can you just beat the mother bleeping Chiefs this week? And for me, there's a little bit of, well, when there's losses, there's lessons. And when there wins, it's week to week. And it's like, sometimes you just, like, it's task at hand, dude.
Yeah.
It's task at hand. And I don't know whether this coach is big picture or task at hand because it seems like he likes to blur the lines on this stuff where he's like, well, two things are going to happen. And, you know, it feels sometimes like he wants to play it like he's week to week, but he also has this big picture scenario, and the Dolphins are always having to play catch up in these big time matchups, and that's what's crushing. Ricardo, what's going on?
Good morning, Tobes, Marcos. How we doing today, fellas?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Sad.
Doing all right. Still, a little hungover from yesterday. But I just want to say two things. Firstly, I want to give huge props to Miami as a team, overall. They, as you said, Tobes, they held up. They didn't waver. They didn't panic. And they held a top-tier offense to 0 points in the second half.
Yep.
Nobody can really do that. So, to thanks, that's, we got to be happy about the team on that they're adjusting and they're adapting to better teams. So that's the first thing. And then lastly, all eyes on Tua. Tua has to learn how to relax. He's got to learn how to read, and he's got to stop panicking. The one thing that is stopping him and all his confidence is that in those late game situations, as you said, we're being down, we're always playing behind. And then ultimately all the pressure is going to be looked upon him. And lately against the better teams, all three of the losses, if not we could count Buffalo out, have been on Tua's head because he panics and chaos ensues. He's got to learn how to relax.
I don't disagree. I think Tua's definitely got some make good to do. It's tough not to put that last drive on him, and it's tough not to look at it. I don't know if it's a matter of, look, this is very clearly a team that needs everything working properly, and needs everybody to do their job at the right level. And the improvisation from him, we've seen it on some big throws where he's able to come through, but not necessarily against these big time primetime matchups. Those have been tough. Those have been tough to come by. This guy's name is JFig.
JFig Live.
JFig Live. All right. What's up, JFig Live?
Yo, what up, players? How y'all doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Excellent.
Hanging in there, man. I just want to put something in the universe. I'm not the coach. I don't get paid much, but I listened to him. At the end of last year, he said that he wished he ran the ball more. This was your perfect time. We was in scoring range. 2 timeouts left. About a minute and some change left. They had 4 on the line, 1 linebacker 6 yards away, and everybody else in the secondary, and most just ran the ball down the field. And then he started throwing the ball. I mean, I know we have a great passing game, but like he said, he wanted to run the ball more. That was his opportunity to win a game with a run. That's all I had to say. I'll listen to you guys. All right, shut up and listen.
Hey, hang up and listen. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
How are you, buddy?
I'm all right. I
got a bunch of those.
Have a situation.
Did you?
Oh,
Where did you get those Leroy's at?
I got it at a racetrack. I got it at flag football. I got it at where was I on Friday? I got it somewhere where I was on Friday. I forget where I was, but I was getting a ton of Leroy's this weekend.
Nice.
A ton of calls. All right, we're up against it. I don't want to bring you in and then send you to break. So we'll take a break. We'll get Leroy's thoughts on yesterday's loss. Dolphins fall to the Chiefs 21-14. We will still take your calls if you guys want to get in. 305-567-0560. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Well, let you guys know, Dave and Buster's, great place to watch a game. Football, basketball, hockey are all here, and so is our Dave and Buster's gift card giveaway. We've got a chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave and Buster's to watch all of it. Just enter online at WQAM's contest page, submit your entry. If you win, you can go to Dave and Buster's in Hollywood with your gift card, spend the day watching your favorite teams, all on us. Dave and Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave and Buster's in Hollywood. Leroy is here with us. He is back. Leroy,
What's up? What's up?
what did you make of yesterday's performance from the Miami Dolphins? I don't know if you heard the opening segment or not, but for me, the blame goes on the top three dogs. It goes on the coach, it goes on the QB, and it goes on your star receiver. I thought that they all shared the big pie of the blame for this, basically all of it, because the defense for me was awesome.
Here's what I would say about yesterday. One, why on God's green earth would you give the Kansas City Chiefs the ball first?
I knew that was going to be the first thing that he said.
What? I've been saying it all last week. Don't give them the ball
In
first.
fairness, you said it all last week.
Don't give them the ball first.
To
You
which
put
I
the pressure
replied,
on
you
them.
know they're going to give them the ball first.
Right. And the other thing was, here's why I never talk trash in a football game. You can take one person out of a game. You can. So Tyreek, going into this game, they probably said, anybody can beat us, not him.
Yeah, well, the Dolphins did that to Kelsey.
Right. So you got to prepare for that. You gave him a little added juice by saying how much you're going to go off, but that's neither here nor there. They were going to do that regardless. It was one of those games, right? It wasn't, you could tell early on it wasn't going to be a high scoring game. You had a couple of unbelievable mistakes. You give them 7 points. The defense was awesome. You hold Patrick Mahomes to 2 touchdowns. You're doing great.
Held him to 2 touchdowns, held him under 200 yards.
If you hold Patrick Mahomes to 2 touchdowns in that offense, you're supposed to win.
Yep.
Now, keep in mind, the same defense you scored 70 on was the defense that held them to 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes to show you where that offense is. We can talk about all the accomplishments and whatever, but for this year, they're not as good offensively. They're
not as good, but the last 2 weeks have been their worst weeks by far.
Okay, but still, that's neither here nor there. That's a fact. They haven't been as good, and they were gettable. And for some reason, you have to understand this. If I'm preparing for the Miami Dolphins, here's what I'm doing. No matter what, my outside guy is going to get upfield to stop all those outside runs. Right? So you broke a couple, but when you missed, you lost 6 yards. Every time you missed. So I would have put that play and those plays in my back pocket for this reason. Not because Raheem Mostert can't go for 20 or 30. But when he can't, it goes for -6.
Yeah, that was a killer play. I think it was that Mostert or was that Ahmed? I don't even remember.
It was Ahmed, damn it. I'm telling you, if I never have to
it didn't matter who was running that play, it was going to be the same result.
Nah, it's always him. It's always him. Yeah.
So from that standpoint, I would have liked the game plan and the adjustments to go quicker than they did, right? Because this offense is not built on, even though they have a lot of big plays. There's no offense in the league built on 2nd and 16.
Yeah, they were in long situations. Like they couldn't
a lot.
Their first 3rd down conversion was what, 4th quarter yesterday?
Right. So
yeah, or like late 3rd.
So from that standpoint, as this game's going on, I'm like, the one thing that we can't have is minus plays, negative plays. And the negative plays didn't really come with sacks. It came with your efforts to run the ball outside, and they did a phenomenal job, Kansas City did, of kind of cutting that off. So I would have scrapped that long before they did. As far as, what you're saying about Tua and Tyreek and whatever, I just think it was just one of those games, man. Like, whoever won the game was going to have 200 yards passing, right? I
get you, but like they did, and to get the thing that I found frustrating is the narrative is going to be the narrative. The coach is right, but the thing that is annoying about that narrative is that I can clearly see this team is talented, and it's not like they're getting the doors blown off them by these teams, these quote unquote contending teams. They can't keep getting into 14-point holes against them.
Right. You want to know? You know what I was thinking? After that game, after watching the Breeders' Cup, right?
You watched the Breeders' Cup?
I watched just the big one.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah. So here's what I thought, and you hear this all the time in horse racing. He's won a grade 2. Now he's stepping up to a grade 1, right? And the grade 2 horses, all his times may be faster than any of the horses in the grade 1 race. But it's really hard to step up in class like that. And right now, I'm looking at the Dolphins as that team that's trying to get there on a consistent basis and compete with those upper echelon teams who've been doing it year after year.
Right.
And
it's like we say back on the farm, there's a difference between a thoroughbred and a show pony. They're show ponies.
No.
You don't say that on the farm, dude.
That's what they say on the farm, dude.
Nah.
That's what they say on the farm.
It makes sense, but
it's not a matter of
ever.
All right, there's another saying we have on the farm.
Yeah.
You'd rather be the stallion than the teaser. And right now the Dolphins have been nothing but the teaser horse.
I feel like I've heard that one.
They leave us horny.
Okay.
All right. We know that it's go time.
We got it.
But they never seem, as Mike McDaniel put it last week, they never seem to climax.
Okay. I should have just let you
wait.
get the first
You
one.
know what? Here's the worst part.
Poor teaser horse.
Here's the worst part, Marcos. You think his hot take had more punch because he said, like Mike McDaniel always says? He always tries to. He always tries to throw some credibility in there.
But that's the thing that annoys me about. Like, I love Mike McDaniel, and I get it. But like, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna talk about, well, the narrative's already been determined either way. It's like, dude, okay, but if you're gonna be Mr.
They don't want to win though.
It's not a matter of not winning. It's not a matter of want to or any of that stuff. It's just that like he's always got some cute response to, well, at least we hung in there. Oh boy. It's like, well, okay, but when are you going to come through against one of these teams? Because Leroy,
it's week 9 though. What do you want them to?
Okay, it's week 9. Great. When they have had matchups against both Super Bowl participants last year, they had a chance to tie it.
Yeah.
They yacked on themselves.
Yeah.
This time around, they had a chance to tie it. They yacked on themselves.
Yes.
And you can't, it can't always be, but I was proud of
Can it be this? Can it be something as simple as this? As a fan, we want them to be there. But as a team, they're not quite there yet. Right? Could it be that? This is a year and a half. This is a year and a half of Mike McDaniel. And here's what
he's got
wait. And here's the thing that I want to caution you with, right? You can feel however you feel. I'm not even going to dispute it. I can't say that you're unequivocally wrong if that's the way you want to go. No. But I will say this, like, it's week 9 of a year and a half, right? The other thing that those other coaches have is they've been at it a little bit longer. I watch some of these games and I'm like, ooh, Mike McDaniel got to get better at this. He's got to get better at this, right? And he will. But there's a whole thing that, like, players, coach, they all have to go through it. the most seasoned coach on that staff is Fangs, and you see how now he's got all of his toys back. They played pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, they're 6-3, right? I understand why everybody is upset. I understand that because the narrative is this. You can't beat one of the upper echelon teams. And I would say to everybody that is an accurate statement so far.
Yeah, it's not a narrative. It's true. Like
Yeah,
people are gonna say, oh, it's when you say a narrative, it almost feels like, and you're not the only one. The coach is using that term too, where it's like, well, when it's a narrative, it's one of these things that feels like it's got some kind of impression or a body that's maybe not all the way true. No, the facts are the facts.
That's
They've
a fact.
gotten down 2 scores against good teams. They always have to dig themselves out. They've had chances to tie late, and they've blown it.
So,
and that's the thing that's more infuriating. It's not even a question of, I don't think it's a question of talent, but late game execution against the contenders has been a disaster.
Oh, okay. And how long are we going to give them for it to not be a disaster? Is my question. Like, you're making it sound like it's been this way for 7 years, but like, yeah, you don't think they're going to get better at this?
I don't know.
You don't
I think
know.
so, but I don't know.
Have they not improved from year one to now?
I think they have. The numbers have been crazy, but again,
that
is kind of one of the things where it's like, is that ever going to get better? I don't know.
They're not there yet, though.
Leroy, you talk about how games get tougher on the road and things are tough in the environments. When they go on road games and they have things a little bit adverse, when things aren't pristine, they seem to crumble in those spots.
Right.
I don't know if it'll get better. I think it will.
Now,
I hope it does.
And here's what's crazy. Last year, they had a couple of games where they were just out of it and came back and won. Right? So we've seen them do it against a good. Then they do it. Wait, they did it against Baltimore last year, right?
Yeah, that was a crazy comeback.
Right.
Yeah, the Baltimore comeback was awesome.
So here's what I look at when I watch this team, and here's what they have to get better at. One, you have to come up with an offense where everybody's playing soft coverage, right? You just do, because everybody's going to start doing it. Everybody's going to drop two safeties way back, right? They're going to drop their linebackers back. They're going to look for those crossing routes, and they're going to get you right there, right? That's the game. That's been the game plan of all the games that they've struggled. Now, the kicker is you also have to have a pretty good front four. And all of the teams that they've struggled against, where they played that soft coverage, have gotten after the quarterback with 4 rushers. So what do you do to combat that? What is the game plan for us to combat that? We found out yesterday, trying to run that outside run too much only makes it worse. So what are you going to do about that? These are all the ebbs and flows of a season where you have to now. The true test will be if an average team plays like that and plays soft, and you can't beat them because they've taken you out of your game. So that's what you need to look forward to moving forward. It's just the adjustments to what these teams are doing to you. You haven't been able to counteract those with some other type of offense, some other set of plays, some other types of things, because pretty much, the outside run, for the 3 or 4 plays it worked. The 5 plays that it didn't put you so far behind the chains that it made it nearly impossible for the big play, because they're taking that out of your hands. And so now you're methodically moving the ball, but you're starting off at 2nd and 15. So those are the adjustments that I'm looking for to see how are they going to adjust during the game when teams do this. That's growing pains. That's growing pains for a coaching
I've been
staff.
through pain. I've been through pain. 5-game losing streak last year. That was pain.
Yes.
Oof. Like
Yes.
losing to Philly.
And did they bounce back from that?
Not really. Like they wheezed into the playoffs with Skylar Thompson, and we all didn't think that Jason Sanders was going to get them into the playoffs.
Okay. All right. All right.
So no, not really. But like even then, he was like, "Oh, well, the 5-game losing streak was a great thing to happen. Great lessons. The Philly thing was a great thing. Great lessons. Okay, when do we
learn? When do we get?
When does he? Hey, Danielson, when do you learn from Mr. Miyagi and pull off the crane kick?
Well, I'm trying not to be super overly positive, but the fact of the matter is you're 6-3.
I get it, dude. I know
It's
it's
like
been a good season.
Huh?
It's been a good season, but
First in the division.
First in the division.
Bills
Bills
are billing.
Like keep it. Think about this: you're first in the division. You're 6-3, right? And now you like okay, let's keep getting better.
Dude, with down 21-0.
Nobody was more frustrated than me because it took me 5 minutes. They scored in 3 minutes and 56 seconds. You think I wasn't pissed off saying, why on earth would you give them the ball?
That was stupid. And by the way, they've come out, both of these, they do that all the time. And it's like it feels like every first possession of the second half never works out for them anyway.
Right. And that's what I said in the text. I'm like, oh, thank God you deferred to the second half, 3 and out. Who cares if listen, based on how that first half went, right? Who cares if Kansas City get the ball in the second half? You're trying to establish and get a lead to get to halftime because that's where you struggled early on in games. So why would you give yourself an opportunity to get behind the 8 ball already?
Tim, what's going on?
Hey, so much negativity on a Monday. Can we switch it up to some positive stuff?
Depends. What do you got?
I mean, we got FSU Miami this weekend. The Seminoles are
Nope. See, nice try. Nice try, Tim, you rat bastard.
Sick of that.
Sean, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Love the show and everything. I just got 2 things to say. With Raheem Mostert celebrating at the end of the game with that run when like clock management needs to be on point there. And then also, too, Connor Williams, man, holding out, wanting more money. Man, get rid of that guy, man. He's a clown, bro.
I'd say get rid of him, but then that means Eichenberg snaps the ball. So that terrifies me. We'll take a break. Hour 2 coming up next.
You're listening to the exclusive home of Miami Hurricanes football, AM 560 QAM.
Tua, Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
You blew it yesterday, dude. You blew it of the program.
Wow.
Wow.
Hope he's not listening, right?
Blew it, dude.
Jesus.
Right there for you. Hey, if you and Cedric Wilson can't get on the same page, find a new book, dude. Fix it.
Wow.
If you and Connor Williams can't get your snaps together, fix it, dude.
Don't you remember Christmas last year? Don't you want to dial it back? Maybe at least
I didn't say that he ruined Christmas yesterday.
Okay, but I'm saying like you were very critical of him.
Are you saying he's concussed?
I'm saying something good around. You never know. Maybe he has a tweaked meniscus.
No.
Eichenberg was playing, remember?
Wow.
Crazy things happen.
You know what it makes me? Did you realize that like Chris Jones? Did you know that he sounds like Mike Tyson? Kind of makes him more
What?
menacing.
No.
I didn't know that.
No, but I did appreciate that late unnecessary roughness he gave us.
Oh, thank you to Chris Jones.
Needed
for
that.
Needed that. Dude. Look at this Rich Eisen though. What a baby!
Wow.
Rich Eisen sitting there like, ooh, Patrick. First of all, Patrick Mahomes, dude. Don't be sneaky if you don't want Von Ginkel to shove you. Don't be sneaky.
Dude, he was such a snake. Every time he was looking for
Right.
that, man.
Don't get at the whining and the crying this Mahomes does. And I get it. He's got credentials. He deserves some maybe superstar treatment, but that was not a dirty hit by Von Ginks.
No way.
And this Rich Eisen, a drive later, because Chris Jones can't help himself. He's shoving Austin Jackson willy-nilly. He's like, how do you think Chiefs feel that their superstar quarterback got shoved out of bounds and the Dolphins' right tackle got shoved and they got how about one was a legal hit and the other one was a cheap shot? Rich? Come on, Rich. If you're gonna call it like you see it.
Hey.
Rich.
Hey, why?
What? That annoyed me yesterday. Who do you think the Chiefs?
Hey, out of curiosity, I was just wondering about this because I don't do this. Where did you have the Dolphins after 9 games?
And that's a win. That's a loss.
Yeah,
7-2.
They should.
So they're behind.
And they should be. And they should be.
I think of all the teams,
Can I just say something? What does that have to do with anything? You know, like any Dolphin fan who wants to be here and be like, but guys, big picture is they're in a good spot. Yeah, thanks. Great. Go away with your Hallmark card. Can we talk about what happened yesterday? Can we just talk about the game that happened yesterday and that they blew it?
All right.
That's it. I mean, it's okay. They have a 24-hour rule. I have a 24-hour rule, although I'm extending it a little because the game was super early yesterday.
Yeah.
So if I'm just talking about, I'm not talking about what their expectations are down the road or where they're at. Can we just talk about, hey, they screwed the pooch yesterday. Screwed the pooch. I don't know who uses that term. I don't even know.
You.
Which
But you guys know I was in a bad mood last night. And
Oh my good.
Whoa.
Oh my good. Let me explain something to you folks on
epic,
Twitch
man.
and on the radio. This is only a little sprinkle of what we got on the Twitch yesterday. Should we even discuss it?
There's one
you know
specific I would like to discuss, but I almost felt like I was in a room and me and my friend are there just quiet. We haven't spoken in hours. Both of us just quiet. And then my friend goes, and another thing. Completely open up. What happened at this flag football game? That's the one,
dude. Let me say something.
Wait a minute. Wait. Of all the stuff that went on during the game,
yeah,
and the free fall that Tobin took after the game, that wasn't it. Because then he went on and attacked flag football and hockey league.
Dude, it was they called my son was playing center yesterday for one of the drives, They called a false start on him because he like put his hand on the ball and then he switched hands to snap the ball, which I guess is illegal in flag football. They called a penalty on him. And I'm like, he's 7. All right, flag football, Ed Hockley. Give him some grace. He's been snapping a football for 2 weeks. Full start. Oh, did you want to get this in there? Like, you want to work on your motions?
And in basketball, when they play basketball that early, they let him run with the basketball at times.
False start. What's next? You're gonna call illegal formation on the 7-year-olds? Put the whistle away, Ed Hockey. And he threw that flag up with some flair too. He was like, "Woo!"
Can't do that.
Hey, wait, and that's not the worst part. Then, I don't know if this was a brag or whatever, but he goes, "I'm having drinks in my fire pit, in front of my fire pit, reminiscing about what just happened today." And then we had to relive it all over again.
Hot takes by the fire.
He had some cocktails on him, and he was sitting around the fire pit.
I was having some Tito's and pineapple, and it was like, I was just reminiscing about the day. I was reminiscing about the
weekend.
day.
You went after UFC. Why would you book Derek Lewis?
Why would they book Derek Lewis against a ground opponent? What are you doing? Stop doing that to him. Hasn't he paid his dues? Why does he have to go against the young killing submission artist? Just going to keep him on the ground all the time. The dude was so bored. He was like swatting a fly away while he had Derek Lewis on the ground. We were all bored.
Another loss for him, I'm assuming.
It was a loss for him.
Hey, so I'm just like, dude, yesterday was exhausting for all of us. You made it exhausting for me. I didn't even watch. I watched like 2 minutes of last night's game and I went to sleep because I was literally exhausted.
I'm just sorry. I admit I had some cocktails in me and I was hosing you, but you guys, first of all, you started it because you were being very cocky about your picks. And that just sent me down a road.
Hey, somebody's undefeated. And wait, no. Here's the funny part. Marcos started this on Friday.
What?
You started this on Friday with somebody's undefeated.
You know,
he proceeded to lose the next 2 games.
Well, look, one of them was close to a push, but Josh Dobbs wants to have the greatest game of his life. What the hell is that? He just joined the team a week ago. Thanks a lot,
Josh Dobbs is good, dude.
A-Rod says, did you guys see the ref laughing into his face when he tried asking for a call? Was that on the slide that Tua, because somebody bumped him on a slide that he was trying to ask for a call? He deserved to be laughed at for that.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't him.
He deserved to be laughed at for that. That was ridiculous. The guy brushed to his tush and he was like sitting there asking for a call like he was Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, but that was Mahomes' fault, dude. Now we got
Mahomes is a whiner. He's a whiner, dude. He is a whiner.
But then he takes advantage, though. You know, he runs to the side.
He's new Brady. Brady used to do that all the time.
I hate this.
He's new Brady. He gets every call. He's going to get every call.
God, it was annoying.
But by the way, Rich Eisen bought right into it because Rich Eisen was sitting here like, oh, could you imagine what Chiefs Kingdom is? Yeah, we get you, Rich. And what is this? What, they're just importing Dan Orlovsky? He doesn't work for them.
Yeah, what is that?
What is this?
I don't remember him on the scouting report. Why was Germany singing Country Roads? Sorry, that was crazy to me.
That was weird. John Denver.
What is that?
Is he like, is he bigger than Hasselhoff over there?
I really don't understand.
I don't know. It was, they were all singing it. And I have a pet peeve. If you go to Germany, right? I'm more than sure everybody appreciates you want to see a football game in Germany. If you aren't a fan of the 2 teams playing, don't wear nothing.
Wow, so many random jerseys.
Right.
So many
Exactly.
Vikings. Like I saw like 4 or 5 Vikings. Like, what are we even doing here?
Dade South says Tobin is slashing out. I want an apology, by the way, dude. I want an apology from you, Frog Boy. Yesterday, they do the German anthem. That dude dropped like 6 ounces in his own anthem.
There were so many of them.
Und Germany is the best.
Wow.
Und Germany better than all the rest. Like he was singing unts.
It was a lot of oons.
What an apology from you, Frog Boy.
No, that's fine. You deserve that one. You deserve that one for sure.
Take a quick break. We'll hear from Tua and Tyreek. They blew it yesterday.
Okay.
I don't practice Santeria.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. If you guys want to meet Jalen Waddle, get a photo op, an autograph with him at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road. Coming up on the 11th. What is the 11th? Is that Saturday, Marcos? Saturday, dude.
Saturday the 11th.
Text the word Dolphins to 20357. That's Dolphins to 20357, and you can win yourself a chance to get a picture, an autograph with Waddle Baby Waddle, courtesy of Hollywood Collectibles. If you don't win, you can still meet Jalen Waddle at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania Beach on November 11th. For photo ops and autographs, tickets are on sale now at HollywoodCollectibles.com. That is this Saturday. Check them out. But right now, text the word Dolphins to 20357. Let us check in with Tua. And this is him on the old fumble at the end of that game. He blew it.
With the last play of the game, and I'm always going to blame myself. I got to catch the ball, whether that's getting in a better position to catch it or whatever it is. Can't end the game like that when we have an opportunity like that against a really good team.
It does need to get fixed. Him and Connor Williams, I don't know what the hell needs to go on. They need to be they need to go in an escape room, whatever the hell has to happen,
escape room.
But it needs to stop with this blowing the snaps. Shotgun under center. He does have to catch the ball. Also, Connor Williams needs to stop snapping the ball like he's throwing a fork ball. Like, let's go. Fix it. Fix it, dude.
It's rough, man. You don't want to end the game that way, dude.
It was so demoralizing.
Yeah. It's really the worst way. I'd rather you throw it incomplete, throw it in.
Get sacked. Get something.
Although a sack is a close second. Oh, I would hate. You can't take a sack right now. What are you doing? But I would much that. Then we don't even get a playoff, dude. Is that what you're telling me? We didn't even get a playoff?
That sucks.
That's gross.
Right.
It's gross.
And then the play beforehand was just what the hell was that with Cedric Wilson? What the hell was that?
It was so crazy.
Tua took all the blame for it, but I think there definitely was probably a route ran wrong there.
Yeah.
But I don't know,
Wilson
did he go and was Tua was trying to hold it back, but oh no, the ball's already out of my hands.
Yeah.
Half-assed. Because it looked like a ball that was batted, but it wasn't batted.
That's what I thought. I was like, okay, it must have been tipped. And that sucks, but nothing you can do. Good play by the defender. When I found out it wasn't, I was like, what the hell are we even doing here?
That's
very
not
frustrating. It's not tough.
That's not tough. By the way, speaking of tough.
Oh, God.
This TVD, dude.
What the hell are we doing?
That dude gives the football to the other team a lot.
Why? How did he trick me for so long? Was it the scheme? What happened 2 years ago? I was like, this guy's a Heisman winner.
I think I don't know. Perhaps, and this is just me speculating.
This happens with so many quarterbacks in college football.
But I don't even think I definitely think that he is banged up and that he's hurt. And this is, you're not going to go out there? That's not tough.
Oh, no.
That's not tough. That's not tough.
Damn.
You want me to, you played a freshman. That's not tough. You want to lose your job? I don't understand it. How did he look so good for the first 4 weeks of the season?
Here,
I don't get it.
let me explain to you why this is so frustrating with him. It has nothing to do with his ability. We can say he's banged up, he's hurt, or whatever, right? But his turnovers haven't been from that. His turnovers have been from poor decision making.
Bad.
Okay. So if you take away the poor decision making, you're in a different place. He's all of a sudden trying to force balls, he can't see the field all of a sudden. So that is the issue. Whether he's hurt,
do you think
he can't throw,
Do you think it's like a mental thing too? Like, is he just rattled on making decisions?
Well, here's when you know a quarterback is rattled. Okay. 1, 2, 3, look, check down. 1, 2, 3, look, check down. When it got to the end of that game, that's all he was doing. He wasn't even looking down the field. And so that is a mental thing. But maybe he's questioning his own decision making.
It's possible. But it's like one of those things where I don't know, because it's not like, I know the Canes, I'm not trying to disparage any opponent because they could lose to anybody. But these games aren't coming against world beaters where it's like, oh man, they're bringing the heat. he does. I'm like, you're throwing up ducks to who? Like, what are you doing, TVD?
But here's what I would caution everybody about. They were 5-7 last year. All right. What did you think?
They were 5-7, but we could all tell that offensive line is way better. Not even close.
Right. Of course. But what I'm saying is that they were 5-7 last year. They've gotten a lot better, but they're still in nail biters with the average teams in the ACC. So why are we sitting here making them something that they aren't? And if we were more honest with that, then we would be able to get more out of what we're seeing.
Yeah,
right?
but it's like, but how much more do we need to see? It feels like this is also a couple years in a row where I don't know if it's a physical thing or what with him or a mental thing, but yeah, these last couple of years he's throwing up.
Yeah, but with him,
and I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. You're not going to start a freshman in Tallahassee.
He's your best. Here's the other thing. He's your best option. So you got to ride it out, right? You got to coach him up. You got to figure out what's going on. That's what you got to do because there are no other options.
Well,
so
after
we'll see. We'll see. And the thing is that, yeah, man, it's not that he's throwing it to the other team. It's the decisions that he's making to throw to the other team. Like you see him throwing to 3 and 4 guys. It's like somebody else got to be open if there's 3 guys right there. He's not even looking.
It's ugly. Anyway, back to the other team to give us joy, the Dolphins. Here's a Tyreek Hill after the game with the loss to his former team that he said he was going to give that work to, and by that he means call it.
You had to throw that in there.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun today, man. That's what football is about, you know. I feel like this is football's new rivalry. So it was a fun day to play football in a different location. So I had a blast.
Great, dude. What? Not me. I did.
I hated that response. I hated that it was fun and it was.
That's one of those where it's like, don't let them see you hurt. You know, don't let your enemies see you bleed. That's what it is.
I think that comes from the top, though. I think Mike McDaniel goes about it in such a way that the team goes about it that way also. I mean, it was no look, of course they're upset they lost. Right? Let's not and like, you know what makes games fun? Winning.
Yep.
Right. So I'm more than sure that he had a great time talking to his friends and going back and forth with his guys that he played with for years, right? And I bet you it wasn't so fun when they took your lunch money and took the ball away. We got the fastest guy in the world. We got the fastest guy in the world. Couldn't nobody that now whoever that was who they tossed the ball to, that dude was picking it up and putting them down.
Oh my God. I was just like, oh no.
When he started high-kneeing it, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Just like, I would have rather that been I wish that would have been Waddle or Cedric Wilson. For it to be Tyreek who yaks it up like that, I was like, oh man, they're gonna kill him. He's gonna get laughed
at that point in the game, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have been running those types of plays anyway. Because they've clearly shown,
dude. They had a lot of. You're right. Like, how about when they tried the shovel pass to Tyreek Hill? I'm like, they invented the shovel pass to Tyreek Hill. You think they've never seen that one before? The shovel pass. You think like Mahomes? That's like his Mahomes trademark is the shovel pass to Tyreek Hill. You think they've never sniffed that one out before?
Not gonna lie, I did see a lot of moments in which I felt like, is Andy Reid Mike McDaniel's daddy? Like, this was very. I saw a lot of the same movement, a lot of the same motion, a lot of the same decisions, and I was like, this looks very familiar. This looks vaguely familiar. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The shovel pass to Tyreek. I'm like, seen it.
Yeah. Didn't it hurt seeing Pacheco in that Kansas City Chiefs number 10 just thriving, getting 5 yards per run somehow?
Yeah, that is a Pacheco. He runs stuff.
He's tough.
He runs stuff.
He's little, but he's tough.
He runs stuff. Take a quick break. Leroy's game balls and game bums. That's next.
This guy's a ball.
All right. Gather around the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. Leroy Horde is ready to give out his game balls and game bums. Does Connor Stallion get one?
No.
That Purdue coach was frosty, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who does get one.
On the way out.
CJ Stroud.
Oh, what a game!
He's good.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns, 477, and a game-winning drive.
Did it twice.
With no kicker.
Oh, the running back was the kicker, right?
Oh, he kicked it out of the end zone, dude. It was like, wow.
Solid.
Makes you wonder if kickers are in trouble.
Kickers more respect than running backs. He's about to make a switch.
My game bum goes to Mike McDaniel.
This guy's a ball.
Is that a first?
It's a
bum. It's a first.
Here's why. At what point are you going to realize that certain things aren't working and do something different? Right? I can't think. I mean, every sweep they ran ended up negative yards, besides a couple. And you started every drive that you started with that behind the chains. Let's put that one in our back pockets and keep it moving. Right? You have an opportunity, because what you want to do against a team like Cincinnati is you want to try to get on top of them and then force their hand. Don't let them get ahead of you and force your hand. And you got down 21-0. And after that, it was pretty much they forced your hand. But I'm never giving a high-powered offense or a team that's very good offensively the ball first. I'm not doing it. For the simple fact of, if I take the way the game played, but instead I take a series away from them, who's to say that game wouldn't have been closer at halftime? You see what I mean? You give them the first drive, and then they can plan to have the last drive going in the half. So who cares about the second half? You've had far too many games against these premier teams that you've started off so much in the hole that at what point are you going to say, if we're playing against one of these teams, I want the ball first. I don't want to be down 7-0. And
that being said, after that, the defense really gave the offense plenty of drives to even things up.
They did. Which brought me back to my first point.
Yeah, your first point.
Too many plays behind the chains.
But in fairness, you were saying that all last week. You were like, don't give them the ball first. And then it was the easiest drive they had all game.
Right. They went down in less than 4 minutes and scored. So not only did you give them the ball first, you basically created no resistance.
Fangs buckled down, though.
He did.
The old love to buckle down.
He's a late riser, like you said. Not really up early.
Listen, you hold that offense to 14 points, you're supposed to win the game. Simple as that. You hold any team to 14 points, you're supposed to win the game. You are. That's the way this league is.
I agree. Yeah, the defense was great. Critical turnover, to Tyreek Hill.
Not even a turnover. Turnover 6.
Yeah, turnover 6. It was brutal. It was a gut punch, and they still were able to get off the canvas, which I like that. I'm not trying to dismiss that. That is a great quality about this team. They do not seem to give up. They have done that now, but let's stop getting down 14 to these teams that are really good, dude. It's
Right.
such a tough time as it is to put yourself in that position is just brutal.
Right. So as a coach, you want to be in the game at all times, right? Whether it's nip and tuck, whether you have a lead, whatever. You want to know that you're in that game. Once you get down 21-0, the whole game plan changes. So that's why he gets it from me. And unlike most people, I do think that, you got rookie players that we sit here and give, well, he's young, he's this, he's that. Well, the same works for coaches. There's a big difference in calling offensive plays and then being the guy that has to control everything. And so from that standpoint, I think that he will also learn from going through these different situations over and over again of how to come out of them better. That's just, that it's unfortunate that, we don't look at coaches like that way. But it's true that they, get moments in the game where they're unfamiliar or they're just, they haven't been accustomed to. When you look at Andy Reid is cool as a cucumber. He's seen it all, right?
Yes.
He just moves on from one, concept to the next.
Didn't make anything it was cool. Like he tried to make this whole thing to Germany a cool trip for his team and have a cool experience for his team. Andy Reid's just like, we're going to go when we go. And, they didn't seem phased by it at all.
That's what you do when you have a veteran team, though. Like I've been on teams.
Yeah, but he's done this twice now where he's tried to make like a trip out of things and the teams never look less prepared. Like he did this last year versus the West Coast trip with like, we're going out to the West Coast. We're staying on the West Coast. We're going to bring our operation. And there were two of the worst performances they had all year.
I completely forgot about that. That's so true. That sucks.
Well,
like
again,
you said, we were like,
so
Travis
maybe,
Kelce
so maybe next time he doesn't do that. I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't, but it's like that. And I think the guy's a really good coach. I love the guy. I'm not rats off a ship on anybody. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it feels like things are too big picture with him, right? And it's like, maybe just go take care of the task at hand.
Kind of like when the game is in front of you.
Carpe diem. Who gets your game ball?
I gave it, you jackass.
Oh, to CJ Stroud. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. You got wait. When I mentioned a bunch of guys, you got mad at me.
Well,
now I say one guy.
I don't like when you group people together.
Okay,
like the Hurricanes.
Position groups.
See, CJ Stroud, he stands alone. 477 and 5 touchdowns, 2 game-winning drives in the same damn game. That's game ball. That's it. You stand alone, buddy.
What about Dobbs? No love for Dobbs?
I mean,
Dobbs gets love.
I sympathize with him, man. I know what that feels like. He looked like he had it all together, though.
Yeah.
He looked like he had it all together.
How about Danny Dimes done, huh? ACL tear.
Done.
Antonio Pierce, new coach of the Raiders. I feel like the Raiders always have this happen to them, though. Like they always have.
Remember during the week, I was like, man, all the dysfunction going on, benching their quarterback, and they're still favored against the Giants.
Did you see the report from Jay Glazer?
No.
So apparently Antonio Pierce was like trying to support him, right? But he was trying to support Josh McDaniels in a meeting, but he was like rallying the troops, trying to give him a speech about the 2007 Giants, against the Patriots. And apparently, according to Glazer, McDaniels didn't like it. And he goes, "Don't talk about the Patriots like that again."
What?
Grow up, Peter Pan.
Yeah, well, look at you now, dude.
Fired.
Look at you now.
Crazy.
He said, I'm the captain now. I talk about what I want to.
Whatever I want to. But yeah, like the Raiders, who was the other guy that they had? They had a guy recently who like came in, he won a couple of games, everybody was in on. Tony Sperano, the late Tony Sperano, remember he buried the football? Seems to be a Raiders tradition.
Hey, but here's the kicker. We all made fun about Man Campbell. And look at what he's doing.
Looking good, dude.
Yeah, I knew Antonio Pierce would have that because of Man Campbell. Remember, he came and did hamburger drills at practice, and we blew out a team by like 40 points we went on to be garbage for the rest of the season. I anticipate.
No, but that first game.
Oh, that first game.
They played tough.
That's why I think it's gonna have the same vibes for sure.
I mean,
We'll see how long this lasts, though.
I mean, like, all right, and then we got DeVito playing quarterback for the Giants. That he ain't have a chance.
No. But
No
like,
chance.
Daniel Jones tearing his ACL, and like that's his middle of the season. So,
But guess what's crazy
I guess-
about it? Guess what's crazy about it?
What?
He making 40.
I know.
Daniel Jones is making $40 million a year. They ain't gonna never. It's gonna be 5 or 6 years before they get off of that.
Giants cap situation. That's tough. That's tough.
I mean, man, could you imagine being in that locker room and going, "We gave Danny Dimes $40 million, and we didn't pay Saquon Barkley."
Rough.
Take a quick break. Back with more of this.
Time to get into hockey.
All right, let's get to some cat talk here, people. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius party play.
1 second.
Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of. What you got there, Marcos? A little.
Ooh, I got a little. Hold on, let me just.
Oh,
Cosmic
Five, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. I think Leroy went to go get some too.
Guess what? I got an update on the Panthers. Well,
Okay.
actually, me and my attendance. There was a chance I may be in Aaron Ekblad's family seats.
Wow.
This upcoming Sunday as they take on Connor Bedard yet again, but this time at home. And it's a 1 p.m. start, if I'm not mistaken.
Like Ekblad, like the Improv or something? Why are you in Ekblad seats?
Oh, I know some people who know some people.
Oh,
Who know some
my.
people. But yeah, 1 p.m. buck drop. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got some games.
Good day to do it. The Dolphins have a bye.
Yeah, right. That's why at first I was like, that seems a little strange, but now
I figure I enjoy a Celsius with you boys.
What do you got? What do you got?
What flavor?
Oh, you know I'm going with the cosmic vibe.
Oh yeah, that's a good stuff. Really is a good
For
stuff.
3.
Yes.
Cats did lose this weekend. They fell to the Chicago Blackhawks.
You even went off on the backup goalie.
Oh,
that's right.
Wait. So
Where the hell is Spencer
you
Knight?
what you guys have to understand is, so he's going off about the game. I understand that the game just ended. He's hot. Didn't like the way it ended. So we just kind of let him go. Then all of a sudden he started talking about a ref at Tommy's game. Then he just throws in a random, and that backup goalie. Like, just out of the, he's hosing down everybody.
I was not in a good mood.
Yeah.
I also
I
hosed
tried to
down
comfort
the.
you. I tried to comfort you, hey man, relax, it's okay. And you blasted me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
It wasn't all negative. What about my basketball take?
Oh, you apologize to Tyler Herro.
Yeah, I apologize to him.
Ah, very mature of you.
Did you guys watch
They
it?
play
Oh, yeah.
tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight.
Triple double hero? Almost
Tonight.
Right.
They played on Friday on that red court stuff on the eyes, dude.
I
But it's
like
not
it.
just the Heat.
Yeah.
Not just the Heat. It's all like, have you seen the Pacers court?
No, I haven't seen.
It's
That's one I haven't seen.
So ugly.
Oh, I gotta check
It's
it out now.
It's like it looks like the Bahamas flag.
Oh,
but
I'm
like
looking at it now.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my god.
Hold on.
Ah.
Pacers court.
it's like a neon blue
Oh,
with a yellow.
it really does look like the Bahamas flag.
Yeah, I'm like,
Where do they get that blue from?
I don't know.
Strange.
I don't know, but it's a little tough on the eyes.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like? I'm gonna tell you exactly what all these European basketball. Go look at the European basketball courts.
Is that what they look like?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this though. I'm not really a fan of this.
I mean, I listen. I
The one
like
we have
the
tonight,
I like the Heat court.
The red one or the one they have tonight? Because it's different. The one they have
The
tonight.
one I
is
have
different.
tonight's the Heat Culture Court.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's cool.
I haven't seen it.
Also, those jerseys are growing on me. I'm not gonna lie.
You like them?
I like your jerseys.
It looked
I like
good.
'em.
You
The
think,
intro video is
like,
great.
Tobin
Did you
made a
see the
very
video?
That was goofy.
Tobin made a very good point.
What was it?
They should have just put culture on it, not Miami.
Yeah, I've
or
heard a
Heat.
lot of that. A lot of people
Just
are saying
culture.
Culture.
Yeah, I know. Like
you know who it is.
if it just
Yeah.
said culture, they'd be 10 out of 10. They're really
Wow.
good. I do like them too. But I think if they just said culture,
Yeah.
the 10
Just
out of 10.
tougher.
Now, normally, in basketball, the home team wears the whites, right? And
Yeah.
you wear your darks on the road. So it's really weird that the Heat
Not
culture.
anymore, dude. Basketball these days, it's like we got 9 jerseys Nike's making us wear.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
It's ridiculous.
So you're not
They don't start doing that until the playoffs. That's when the Heat will wear their whites again.
you,
I feel
or
like that's the worst.
you're gonna ever feel it.
What's that?
Is the court growing on you, or are you just not gonna feel it?
It was fine. It was just tough on the eyes. It's like, wow, that is a lot of red.
A lot of red.
Tonight it's the Heat Culture Court where they have like the mantra on it.
It's gonna be black.
No. It's just it looks like a regular hardwood, but it's got like cool lanes on it. So
Now, here's the thing.
LeBron's in town tonight.
There's a lot of money these teams are spending on these 2-game courts. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
This
a lot
in
of
season,
work.
they're trying to hit this in season tournament over the head with it.
You know what? I'm okay with it from this standpoint is that competition, whenever you're playing for something, ramps up, right? If you're a competitor, if they tell you, oh, if you win this many games, this is what you get. Challenge accepted.
Well, there's been a shift in the Heat. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by Panthers play tonight. That's the end of our cat talk. Panthers play Columbus tonight. Bob against his former club.
Although I don't like nothing in Columbus, so go.
Yeah. These headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Yeah, so I apologize to Tyler Herro.
Wow. Just here's what people have to understand. Like, we got text for like an hour about this football game, then Tommy's football game, then a random just club over the head to the backup goalie out of the blue, and I want to apologize to Tyler Herro. I'm like, what? What?
He's better than Damian Lillard.
You're all over the place, though.
That was the line. What makes you say that? Because
he's better. He's just better now,
dude. If
Damian Lillard's old, he's too old.
Marcos,
he's old. He's not only been
Marcos. Let's stop this fraud right now.
Why?
Because in a month, if Milwaukee and Dame go, it's time for a change. This isn't going to work.
No.
Well,
I told you I'm done. I'm not harpooning anymore. I'm not harpooning anymore. I'm done. I'm a change man. I apologize to Tyler Herro. He's better than Damian Lillard.
Let's see. Let's compare their stats.
You can compare them all you want. They're better. He's better than Damian Lillard this year.
Thus far. Okay. Thus far. And, this is coming off of almost a triple-double here for Tyler Herro.
It was great. He was great.
Yeah, 25.8 points this season. Dame Lillard, only 23.
Yep.
Field goal percentage, 45% for Tyler Herro, 41 for Dame.
Yep.
3-point percentage, 45% for Tyler Herro, which is amazing.
Yep.
34 for Dame. And then all the other areas that matter.
I apologize. Look, I just want to be clear about this.
Wow.
I apologize to Tyler Herro.
Even his defense has gotten better.
He's better. Yeah.
his defense has gotten better.
His defense has gotten better. He also said, I believe after the game, that he says, I've told you guys I've been a good defender my entire career. I was the best defender at Kentucky. And then Bam followed that up with, I saw a quote on Barry Jackson's column that says, yeah, he's really grown. People aren't blowing by him anymore.
Hey, but whatever gets you going, right?
Whatever gets you going. No, he said he was in his bag. I saw some of the quotes. He was like, he said, I'm a machine. He said, I'm the best rebounding guard in the league. He's like, yeah, do you have this? It's in our folder. If you have it, Marcos, could you get, I'm a machine. I was a best defender while at Kentucky. And he's like, I'm the best rebounding guard in the league. He was like,
you wasn't guarding Dame Lillard. You were guarding Dame
cocking.
Yeah.
I like it. He's better than Damian Lillard.
Hey, you right, Stolen McRibs. You know it. So, are you going to... Okay.
Wow.
So
look at these quotes. Wow.
Before you get all crazy.
Yep.
Is there anybody you want to call out tonight before tonight's contest?
Well, Bam out of the Bayou keeps asking, is this the biggest game of Tyler Herro's career tonight?
Of course, you got to keep doing it.
And what I would say is, I'm not going to call it the biggest game of Tyler Herro's career. Is Austin Reeves playing tonight? I think he is.
Yes, he is.
Tyler, you better cook that intangibles tonight. I'm just telling you.
You better.
You have the crowd of intangibles tonight.
Hey, that intangibles is kind of tall.
Yeah, but come on.
How tall is Austin Reeves? He's the same height.
Who cares?
No, he's not.
What is? No, he's. How tall do you think he is?
He's like 6'7", 6'8".
I don't think he's that tall.
I'll tell you what, though. You're right.
6'5", same height.
We have to prove.
Intangible on intangible crime tonight, baby.
Yeah, but this is the intangibles tonight. You go cook this Austin Reeves, Tyler Herro. You go cook him.
Dude. I wanted Marcos.
Yeah.
Tell me, at any point during the day yesterday, did you look over at Glenn and go, "I'll be right back"? Where you going? Tobes needs a hug. I was curious if I wasn't so damn exhausted from all that reading all those texts. I wanted to drive up and just give you a hug and sit by your fireplace, by your fire pit, and drink a Tito's and talk you off the cliff, dude. I can't explain to people how many texts you sent us in like 3 hours.
Okay, but I'm talking about the positive stuff right now. And the positive stuff is I apologize to Tyler Herro. He's better than Damian Lillard. He's better. And he's been the leader. Like he has been.
First of all, you apologize to Tyler Herro. But then you have to throw that other caveat that makes us not take you serious.
That he's better than Damian Lillard. He is.
Yeah. Okay.
Numbers don't lie.
Really?
Men
Really?
lie, women lie.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't lie.
Let me ask you a question. You got 10 seconds left to go in the game. And you could put the ball in either Tyler Herro's hands or Dame Lillard. Who are you doing?
Tyler Herro.
You are. Marcos, this is why I cuss on radio. Right? because wait, even Marcos is smirking like that boy lying.
Wow. I'm not lying. Tyler Herro's a good clutch player.
Marcos got to look like Toby, you my boy. You know I'm with you. But
I think
boy, you telling a whopper right now.
Time's up on Dame time. The hourglass has run out. He's washed. He's washed. We dodged a bullet.
We ain't gonna even talk about the text you sent about Tyreek. Oh my goodness. Like you just wouldn't stop. Like, wait, here's the funniest part. JFig chimes in and says, I had to put you clowns on silence.
Do you have Tyler Herro saying he's a machine?
Yes, I have our boy saying he is a machine.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. You know, being able to every single year kind of have to toggle with different coverages and learn different coverages. I mean, that's what all the great players want is that respect from their opponents and from the league to be able to, you know, go up against some of the best defenses and different blitzes, double teams, you know, different traps, you know, different defenders throughout the game, you know, fresh bodies on you. But I feel like I'm a machine. I can keep going all game. So I really don't feel like I get tired.
I like that, dude. The machine, dude. He's a machine.
Wait a minute. Here's why I have such a...
You can't say that's not Goosey's.
Marcos.
You can't say that's not Goosey's.
Here's why I have such a hard time with this. Because a month and a half ago, he would have traded Tyler Herro for a Krispy Kreme. And now he's acting as if, right? He never said none of those things.
No, that's not fair because the first thing that I said, what was the first thing that I said about this when this segment started? I apologize to Tyler Herro.
Okay,
he's better than Damian Lillard. So, like, what do I have to always answer? I apologized.
All right, fine. We'll keep it moving, but we know you. We know you. Because something could happen in the next week, and you're looking and you open up the trade machine. Yes.
Nope.
You do this every year.
Nothing's gonna happen. They're about to go on a run, led by Tyler Herro.
All right. So right now, here's what we have. Jimmy has picked it up. Bam is being Bam. Tyler has picked up his game. Right? We still need the others because look, Dunks has started off pretty good.
Yeah, so Spo gave that bench job to Kevin Love. He's a down old man.
But I think one of the key components to this is Caleb Martin.
Yeah.
I think when Caleb Martin gets back, he gives you, you know what I mean? And listen, I like Jaquez's energy, but damn, he seemed like he just running around.
He played great on Friday, though.
Right? Doesn't he seem like he got a whole lot of energy? We need to focus that energy here.
Can you be Tyler Herro on being a defender?
Now he's a lockdown defender.
I mean, I'm not a bad defender. I'm trying to tell you guys. I actually play decent defense. I'm trying to tell you, if you watch the game, I'm decent. I'm decent, and I'm getting better. I'm telling you. And at Kentucky, I was the best defender on our team at Kentucky. And in the league, you got to learn, a bunch of different things. It doesn't just come like this. And being a rookie, a younger guy in the league, you're already set back a couple years because you have to learn everything. And my wingspan and everything else doesn't help that I had to learn all that. And on the fly, I've been playing since I was 19. So just being able to pick up on things, learn things, and take them over to the next season, just continuing to build off that. I think I'm just going to continue to be, a solid defender and just continue to get better. I have speed and quickness. I feel like I can read plays before they happen, and I'm starting to get better at that too.
There's some self-awareness, like he realizes he has his shortcomings with his T-Rex arms.
Hey,
never seen
wait,
that.
wait.
I'll tell you who he's better
He pulled the Tobin there. Let's dive into this a little. Let's dive into this a little bit, Marcos. What did Bam say about Tyler?
He's not letting people blow by him anymore as much.
What that got to do with T-Rex arms?
You don't have as much
I'm just saying. Like wingspan ain't got nothing to do with blow by.
All I'm telling you is,
all you gonna do if he blow it by you, all your long arms will do is enable you to grab and foul quicker, right?
I'll tell you one thing: he's better at defense than Damian Lillard.
Oh yeah, wash.
Hold on. Let's
averages more steals.
Hold on. Let's be clear. You got Damian Lillard on your team. You ain't got him for defense, brother. Stop it.
He's better.
Stop it with that nonsense.
Two-way player.
I got you. Listen, I think what Tyler has done just mentally in his approach to this season shows more about his growth than any of the stuff he's done on the court, right? How he handled Tobin and all of the Tobin likes in the media world.
I don't.
Right?
I don't think that's fair. Like, you don't have to headline me as the guy that was, out
You will lead the charge.
Well, I apologized.
That's fine, but I'm giving Tyler Herro credit even when we talked to him. I said right after we talked to him, dude seems like mentally he has learned how to deal with all of the minutia that goes on with trade deadline and stuff like that, and he's continued to grow as a basketball player. And this could very well be one of those big blessings in the sky, because it could have been possible that Tyler Herro wasn't here. And now that you have him and you see the growth, right?
You realize he's better than Damian Lillard.
No, I see.
Which is why I told him no cap.
Marcos, why can't we have like reasonable conversations with this?
We are having a reasonable conversation.
No, we're not.
Why not?
Because
you don't think he's better than Damian Lillard? All right. I mean, listen, I'll tell Tyler.
Hold on.
Okay.
So go ahead and tell him that I said I think Damian Lillard's better.
All right. I mean, if you don't want to realize it, that's fine. We'll wait. I'm going to leave you a spot open on the bus. That's fine.
Well, eventually, yes. At this rate of growth, yes, he will be. But it would be because Damian Lillard's old as hell.
I mean, whatever the factors are the factors. I don't care.
Oh, my goodness. So you're telling me, I just want to get this straight, that if you had a choice between Damian Lillard and Tyler Herro, you would choose Tyler Herro.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Hold on. Now, this has only been a reality for a month, correct?
Not even really 2 weeks.
Wait, Marcos. This is the first truth this man has spoken today. So I don't want to just blow by. So you admitting that you've come to this conclusion in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been watching the games. I'm like, this guy's better than Damian Lillard. He's better. He's doing it all.
Okay.
He's been the leader.
Okay.
He's doing
I
Instagram
got
posts.
you.
He's putting like Bam and Jimmy, and they're doing like a little montage together. His social media game's been on point.
Oh boy. Here we go. Wait, let me go to Twitch. Gaffman. Tobin lashing out at Lillard. D. Matthews. Facts have changed, Leroy. I'm telling you what, Twitch and YouTube. Hit me with another facts have changed, right? This dude's facts have always changed. Get with the program.
But the facts have changed.
Wait, followed by, surprised he hasn't said that yet. They know, everybody knows you, right?
I thought my whole explanation. I thought it was it went without being said that the facts have
How about
changed.
this one? Can we get back to this one? Can we get back to complaining about Jovic not playing?
I mean, it seems futile at this point.
Evan 11. Tobin has been lashing out all day. I agree. Wait, look, I hit him yesterday with it lashing out. Right? Wiley Heat Coyote is back. That's right.
Meep. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
No cap. No cap.
They use it in the right time.
15 minutes of game day uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experience amazing.
You guys like Jalen Waddle?
Yeah.
How'd you like to meet him?
I would love to meet him.
Well, the word Dolphins at 20357. Dolphins 20357. You could win a photo op and an autograph courtesy of Hollywood Collectibles to meet Jalen Waddle, who will be there this Saturday at Hollywood Collectibles in Dania Beach off Sterling Road.
Nice.
You guys can buy tickets at hollywoodcollectibles.com. But if you guys want to try and win, text the word Dolphins to 20357. That's Dolphins at 20357. And you can win that little meet and greet photo op autograph. The Dolphins star wide receiver, although pretty quiet game yesterday. Had that cool end around. It was a little banged up there early on too.
I think that's what happened a lot for him. He's been getting a
Hold
lot.
on. We have to. Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer.
Ooh, starfish.
You went all synchronized swimmer on us today. Yeah.
You like it? Look at that.
So
I'm getting ready for the starfish costume. Honestly, I was thinking about it. I don't think I'll be able to work that day. The hands are covered.
Here
The
it
hands are
goes.
covered. How am I
You don't
supposed
think
to
you'll be?
put?
Oh, we'll be all right. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
We'll make it work. We
What
have
if it
enough.
has like one of those little? You know how it's an inflatable. So what if it's just so loud that the microphone's gonna pick it
We'll
up?
be all right. Well, we have enough. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
I think we should just for
Old
pictures
school.
and
Nope. I think you will be fine.
Scooby
Scooby
disagrees.
agrees. Scooby agrees. You'll be
He
fine.
disagrees.
Get out of here, Scoob.
Dolphins lose. How are you handling it, JFig? How did you handle the loss yesterday?
I screamed
No.
Yeah.
internally, of course, because I gotta keep my feelings inside.
Keep your composure.
It
was early.
Yeah, the second I saw that fumble, it was done for me.
The Tyreek fumble?
It was brutal.
All of them. But yeah, mainly obviously when Tua did the fumble, I just turned off the television
At
and
the
I
end,
looked away from the
was-
television. Yeah.
Just needed to get away. Like
I needed to
not
leave.
like don't end like that. Not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had
Yeah,
a chance.
We did.
We had a chance
You
to tie the game.
You did. And here's the
what hurts the
I
most.
think what hurts the most is we see these games and like I think Tobin said this earlier. I was in my car. It's like you don't feel like you're outclassed, but it does feel like you're new to these moments and those other teams aren't.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's just a sign of growth, a sign of being in those situations and knowing how to deal with them, both from a coaching perspective and a player perspective. Now, the one thing I will say that step one is no matter what the circumstances are, everybody seems to keep their poise, right? Which is more than I could say for the Saturday team, right? They get behind or have an unfortunate mistake.
I like how you just refer to them as the Saturday team.
Right. But when they get down and things get tough, doesn't it always seem like they lose it? They're done. Somebody's going to do something crazy. But you don't get that feeling with the Dolphins.
No, I do feel like the Dolphins are going to show some fight. I mean, the Canes, look, to be able to fight back and win any games after what they did against Georgia Tech is amazing to me. But it's I don't know, man. The Canes is just a frustration thing because it doesn't feel like they're playing with a full deck anymore with their QB.
Right. Now, can I say this? I don't feel this way for the Dolphins. I really don't. But for the Canes, the more I watch them week after week after week, they're better than last year, right? But they're not there yet. And there are moments in the game where you can absolutely see it. Now, it doesn't help that we put Heisman hopeful on the quarterback, and the only team he can complete a pass to is the other team right now.
Speaking of Heisman hopeful, did you guys see
Caleb.
You see this Caleb Williams crying his
What
mommy's
a
arms?
big baby, dude. Supposed to be the future.
Did you
Can
see that?
Can I just say? I thought the final score of that game was going to be 100-97.
No,
because at halftime it was 35-35.
Did he say afterwards he wanted to snuggle with his dog too? Some things you just got to keep inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, wait. So are we gonna put this with Joel Embiid having his little tiny girlfriend do the windshield wiper?
Yeah, kind of. he was crying. He was crying, and then the mom, it was a sweet job by the mom. She tried to cover him with the with whatever. I don't know if it was a sign. I don't know what the hell she had here, but damage is done.
She covered his face with a play sheet.
But to be honest, he's wearing the helmet though. You can't really even see that.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Here's
It looks. Oh,
one of the reasons why I don't get on players about that is because sometimes you put so much into something and it's over and your emotions just catch you off guard, right? I'm like, it happened to me one time and it wasn't even losing.
What, after a win?
Right.
Before a game. Like the no Sean Moreno, I damn near had crocodile tears. I don't even know why. I still to this day. Tobin covers his cries with a Waffle House menu.
That's tough. That's tough.
No, yesterday he covered his eyes with some Tito's and pineapple.
Let me tell you, I think you guys are still on silent because that was intense.
It was just Tobin. It wasn't us. Right.
That's how he was.
Marco said the perfect thing, right? Look at the Washington guy going, oh, look, he over here crying with mommy. Oh,
You
no,
look at
the guy in the red is.
Oh
that
my
might
God.
not be a relative wearing purple.
This guy is sobbing over here.
He's sobbing. Look at him going up and down.
He is sobbing over here.
Oh no!
You know what? Let him have his moment, guys. You guys are judging him too much.
Stop
that.
Hey, listen.
I'm not gonna judge a player based on that. I'm not. But I will say this.
I'm not going to not judge him.
If that's a family member wearing purple,
you're more concerned about the guy in purple.
Yeah, don't pat me down in purple, dude. No.
You know, when I'm crying and someone's patting me, I want to brush him off. That just makes it worse.
No, it has to be. The guy's wearing a Caleb Williams for Heisman shirt. I don't know why it's purple, but
Why is it purple?
I don't know.
It's his favorite color.
Look, I tell you what.
Patting him down.
I don't mind if my quarterback cries.
Well,
I
wait,
don't mind.
watch his body. His body starts jumping up and down.
Sobbing.
No, Caleb. You can't be booing.
Come on.
Too much.
Right? So,
Too much.
Leroy, you admit it then. You can't come on.
It's too much, Leroy.
You can't be doing all that. If you drop a couple of tears because of emotions, that's fine. But you can't be crying like
his body was catching up to him.
Huh?
I don't know.
His body was catching up to him.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what. I've never had a problem with a player because there's one or two ways that he's laughing, he's not crying. Okay, dude.
What if he is cracking jokes?
He ain't cracking jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like his mom gave him the full I'm 2 years old and got a boo-boo hug. You know that hug. It's gonna be all right. It's not even that hurt.
You can cry. You can cry. You can't cry in mommy's arms.
No, you can't cry and have body gyrations.
I have no problem. I don't mind when Chris Bosh cries into the carpet. I don't. Joel Embiid having Mrs. Embiid wipe his tears away was a bit.
I'm not a fan of that one.
That was.
Wait. Hold on. Now, let's bring it closer to home. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, you fraud.
Yep.
You felt totally different when old boy was crying in the hallway after they lost.
But I just said that. He didn't cry to his mom.
Yeah.
I don't have
She
a problem.
wasn't there.
Well, she was.
He was crying for everybody.
Caleb Williams, if you had film of him.
Whoever led him.
If you had him crying on the locker room floor,
And
I'm fine.
can I
He's
say
literally cradled in
JFig,
her arms.
JFig, let me explain something to you. Here's the crazy thing. So there's only one person in my life that I cried about when they died. And that was my uncle, because he was like my older brother, right? And I was good. I was good until one of the guys the three of us hung out. Me, my uncle, and this other guy, Lance. And we would all golf together, and they would come visit me in Cleveland, come visit me, and we'd have like a week where we all golf, right? And when he hugged me, I broke down. So I'm going to say this. Sometimes you're good. Then that one person will give you a hug, and that causes you to just break down even more. That's a fact. So I'm saying that he was probably a little sad with a little tear, and then mommy gave him a hug, and that's that comfort that
was it.
Right, exactly.
Open up the floodgates.
Yeah.
Right.
With all that
So,
being said,
I'm gonna give him a
So
break.
that's what I'm
Now,
saying. You can't judge him.
He needs to
now,
take his NIL.
now,
He needs to-
hold on. Now, Chris Bosh, he went all Caleb Williams with nobody around.
But they just lost a championship.
That's tough.
Okay, but you like
No shoulder to lean on.
you're making your moment bigger than what you think his moment was. You don't know how big he thought that moment was. You see what I'm saying?
Week
Like
9.
you can't make your moment different than his moment. So after further review, I'm not gonna get on him because I just put my own situation in his. And it's that comfort, that person that gives you a hug. That's it. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes if the right person give you a hug, you're gonna break down like a baby. Right?
I agree.
Then you need to stay away.
It's mommy.
You be
can't
judging.
stay away from mommy. Are you crazy?
He
Tobin, you cried for Damian Lillard. Stop it.
Hold on.
Yes.
Please stop it. Don't judge him.
Boxed in.
No, not boxed in.
You're boxed in.
Not to my mom. I didn't. He climbed the ladder to get to her.
You didn't even need a hug. I wanted you.
If you're gonna cry, you cry alone. I just happen to have an audience. If he wants comfort, he has that NIL deal.
He had a bigger
Go have a
audience.
Baconator.
He had a bigger
Get your
audience.
feelings away. Big Snag is next.
BetMGM is rolling out 2 new betting features to add even
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Next hour, we'll give away that 4-pack to Blizzard Beach. I won't be a jerk today, Marcos.
Appreciate that. It's been a rough weekend.
It has been a rough weekend.
Yeah.
So let's get away from that for a little bit, huh? Let's mix it on up, dude.
Oh.
Mix it up!
Yeah. All righty then.
What you got, Ace Ventura?
Oh, it's a good call. We had some tough football.
That's tough.
Antonio Pierce took over the Raiders following a tumultuous week that was. Seems like a tumultuous tenure from old Josh McDaniels.
Again.
So, some guys just aren't meant to be the boss.
Yeah, I definitely think he's one of them.
Well, seeing that and seeing what Mike McDaniel is doing, because they pretty much have the same resume going into coaching, I'm gonna sit back and let Mike McDaniel grow from all these situations, right? He's earned that. So I'm gonna be a little more cautious into, even though like I said, I gave him the game bum, but I'm definitely not rats off a ship. I don't think we need a change. I just think we need to give time, which is hard to do, to a guy that's also learning how to handle these various situations.
Agreed.
Well, Vegas coach Antonio Pierce handled his first opportunity with grace as he punished his former team, the Giants. And this is him on where does this rank in his favorite wins?
You've had great wins as a player, but where does your first head coaching win rank?
It's up there. My stomach was I had them butterflies before the game. That hasn't happened but 2 other times in my life, and it was special, very special.
Yeah, Goosey's for him, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because I remember when he played and thinking, is that the same Antonio Pierce? Like, holy smokes, right? So I think you think more organizations are looking at how these former players are relating to their team.
Definitely the young and the former players. I mean, like the Lions staff is basically all former players.
Right.
But
here's the kicker. When has a former player been considered innovative? Right? Because you're looking at all these innovations offensively and defensively, they aren't really coming from former players. So is that
maybe Doug Peterson, like Philly special and all that. But I understand what you're saying. I don't think you're wrong. Like the young guru, hotshot guru.
Right. So how do you, if you're an organization, how do you manage that? Now, I will say this. The position that Dan Campbell played would not normally warrant that high-powered offense that they have.
No.
Right? And so there is a sign that, you can do it. Now, keep in mind, he's an offensive guy, and the defense gives up a lot of points. So it's all a matter of putting it together. But I do think there's something to be said about former players and guys who can relate to their players and get them to because you look at a lot of former players that are coaches or on coaching staffs and hear what the players have to say about those guys and how they can relate to those guys. And they seem to be able to get the most out of the players.
What else is in the mixed bag, Marcos?
You guys want to talk about real football players?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's talk about the Charlie Trippies of the world, the Red Grange of the world. You guys remember Jimmy Conzelman?
No.
What about Frank Gifford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football.
Had to save that one for last.
Dandy Don.
All that is people part of a very significant club. Those gentlemen were joined for the first time in 66 years. Someone joined the 10-10-10 club. You familiar with that?
Nope.
That is 10 passing touchdowns, 10 receiving touchdowns,
Yes.
and 10 rushing touchdowns.
Yep.
Oh,
That is none other than Taysom Hill.
oh,
Yes, this is what he had to say after joining that club, becoming one of the only players to join it in the past 66 years.
Well, yeah,
I look
because
back at my career, and I certainly didn't think that it would have gone the way that it has. But as I hear and I think about stuff like that, it's overwhelming. I have a lot of gratitude to be able to be part of this program and play with coaches that are creative enough to give me opportunities.
congrats to Taysom Hill. Never forget that Chris Sims had him 15 spots above Tua on the top 40 QB.
That's when they thought he was going to be the starter, though.
Yeah, that did not happen.
I tell you what, though, the Dolphins had a guy like that. But they used to call him Crash. Was it Jensen?
Yes.
Yeah. He was a quarterback converted tight end to Mr. Everything for the Dolphins.
Oh, Ryan Tannehill used to play wide receiver. Did you guys know that?
I was aware.
That's not what happened, dude. I love the way people say that without really
They still
understanding
say
what
it.
happened.
They still say
it. And that's not what happened. He was a quarterback. A wide receiver got hurt. He was really athletic. He wasn't playing quarterback at the time. So he moved to wide receiver so he could play. That's what happened. He wasn't a wide receiver and they say, oh, let's let this guy play quarterback. No.
V21 says Herbert with Hill, Waddle, and Mike McDaniel equals a trophy.
What?
No, it doesn't.
He might lose to the Jets tonight, dude. He might get his second coach
Dude.
fired tonight. So
Hold
keep
on.
a look out.
Here's the deal. Okay. You can say what you want about whether you would want Tua or Herbert. But here's the one thing that Tua does that a lot of quarterbacks can't do. He anticipates, he throws the ball very accurately, right? And he does this over and over again. There's not many quarterbacks that throw the ball with that accuracy and with that anticipation, always seem to throw it for the most part to the right person. That is a skill in itself. And when you see Justin Herbert play, yeah, he's got the arm and yeah, he's got the weapons, but guess what, dude? He ain't winning. And they got more power on the defensive side of the ball than the Dolphins. They might not be better, but if you look at their rush-ins and look at who they have, they were touted as one of the best pass rushing duos in the league. So I don't want to hear about how much different this team would be with Justin Herbert. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong.
What else we got, Marcos?
I think Germany was mad at you, Tobin.
Why?
Because they showed up in droves wearing the most Chiefs gear they could find.
A lot of Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes talked about Chiefs Kingdom in Germany.
It was an amazing experience to be out here in Germany. I mean, you can see red all around the town. I mean, the Chiefs Kingdom showed up. And you could feel the love that they had, not only for the game of football, but for the players. And you could tell they watched and they knew what they were talking about. And so I was excited to be here and even more excited leaving, that hopefully I get to get back at some point.
Sounds like Un's frog.
Hey, hey, Marcos.
Yeah.
Can you translate that for us? What did he say?
Please.
I don't
Yeah.
understand frog.
I'll tell you. Basically, he said a lot of.
That's a point.
The beginning of that clip was rough.
The fact that you had that locked and loaded is the best part of that.
Greatest quarterback in the league. He sounds like an amphibian.
Represents us well.
Give us one more, Marcos.
All right. This is, you know what? I don't even want to hear from Andy Reid. So even though it hurts my heart, how about we hear from Bradley Chubb, who actually had a pretty good game. But he's tired.
He's been great, by the way. Can we just say Bradley Chubb's been great this season.
He has been.
He really has been. You must have heard
Even
that.
though Leroy fat shames him every week.
Wait a minute. Come on, dude. Stop.
Stop,
Stop.
dude.
Stop.
I don't think he did it yesterday.
Huh?
You didn't do it yesterday.
I didn't do it
Too
yesterday. Too early.
It was very early. Mhm.
Bradley
And we were
Chubb-
distracted by your text.
You. Nobody else could get any complaints in. You took care of them all there, smarty pants. You hosed down half of South Florida sports.
By the way, New Marlins president.
Oh
You don't just get to be on the Rays and I believe in you, all right? I'll be the judge if I believe in you, all right? Oh, you work for the Rays. Great. Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
You know
Guys,
who's good? Kim.
Yeah, she was good. By the way,
Yeah.
like this, I did just based on looks. This guy looks like he's been winning fantasy baseball since he came out of the womb.
Okay. Yeah, it's true.
Isn't it all fantasy baseball when it's not your money?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, give us one more, Marcos.
Bradley Chubb, tired of losing big games.
It's frustrating for sure, because you want to win these big games. It's not like, oh, we playing these guys this week. Let's go out there and lose. You know what I mean? We play our hearts out to the whistle ends, and you see it in this team. We got fight. We got everything that you possibly need from a championship caliber team. We've been in every single one of them, but at the end, we just find a way to not execute our standard. We just got to keep finding ways to, like I said, stay in these games and make it close. And making it close is not good enough for us anymore. So we just got to find ways to win.
Look, they got this run coming up.
That's dead accurate.
Yeah, he nailed it.
And I think like if Mike McDaniel would have said that, you would have felt better, right? Because he tries to throw little sprinkles on it.
He tries to say everything.
Right. But that was pinpoint accurate right there. And I think we're all frustrated by that, right? Tobes, you like, you want to win one of these big ones.
I don't think they're being outclassed. It's the execution. Right. And
so
we've gone over it, but I think look, they got these next 5 games that I think will set things up and see if they get things right. They have been great against look, they haven't had a botch yet. They've been done great against the teams they should. The teams they have a talent advantage against, they've taken care of. So you take this week off, you have a lot more home games coming up, you got some primetime games in there, and then that last stretch of the season, we'll see what's going to be on the line, because you got Cowboys at Ravens hosting Bills.
Right. And so my question is this. If they win against the big teams at home,
I don't care where it is.
No, but I just want to say this. But don't fare as well on the road. Can we chalk that up to, right, just more experience in those situations? Or are we going to say they can't win? Because there's a lot of teams that can't win on the road. So let's not make it sound like this is unique to this team. But if they handle their business at home, at least you can say unequivocally that, look, this is a good team that struggles on the road still, but they're still, beating up teams at home. You win out, or you beat those good teams at home, you're going to have a home game because you're going to win the division.
Yes, most likely.
That being said, are we overdoing it now when everything's still in front of you? Although I do understand everybody's frustration in that you've got 3 losses to 3 teams you're trying to beat.
The big picture is fine, but it's just the feelings. I think it's okay for the Dolphin fan to be frustrated because their expectations get ratcheted up. That's what happens. We'll take a break. Get you caught up with the headlines. Final hour of the show coming on up.
WQA
Chiefs lead 14-0. They'll throw it in the near side. Tyreek Hill hit right in the stomach. Fumbles the ball. Picked up by Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with the catch and a fumble recovery up the sideline. Here comes Bank. It's it. Brian Cook. 10-5. Touchdown. Kansas City. Mike Edwards hit Tyreek Hill right in the stomach. The ball came out, and Brian Cook would not let the play in. They pitch it over to Cook from Edwards. It's a 67-yard fumble return for a touchdown after Edwards took the ball and scooped it to Brian Cook. Oof. Chiefs Radio Network on the call yesterday. Dolphins lose 21-14. That put the Chiefs up 21-0 before the half. Brutal play. Ended up being the difference. Let's get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
So I don't think it's happened when you missed the first segment, Leroy, because you were getting an appointment done. But Marcos is done with Salvon Ahmed. Done with him.
Done with him. Dude.
Also in the text chain yesterday.
Yeah.
Like what?
Come on, dude.
Well, this is from
but here. Is it here? Let's be clear, okay? Is it the player or the play? Because what I was talking about with all that sideways running, when they made a conscious effort to take away the sweeps and stuff, any player you put in that situation, you're putting him at a disadvantage. So was it the player or the play?
Player.
Don't get him. You see, you put it on the player. So you're telling me if I had somebody else running that play, it would have been a different result.
Right. As a matter of fact, if you had every other running back on our team, it would have been.
But that's not true.
Give me the stats, Tobin.
It's not. You can see the play. You can see the way the play played out, the way they bum rushed the outside runs. That no matter who was doing it. Wait, guess what? They ran the same damn play with Tyreek, and it went 7 points.
Here's the stats from Barry Jackson. All right. Salvon Ahmed played more than Jeff Wilson, 19 snaps compared to 11.
Wow.
Even though Wilson had been more productive, Ahmed gained only 12 yards on 5 touches, 3 runs, 2 passes.
Wow.
Wilson gained 38 yards on 5 touches, most of those coming on 32 reception yards on 3 passes. Since missing the first 6 games with multiple injuries, Wilson has had 7 carries for 29 yards, 4.1 yards per carry. Ahmed has averaged just 2.9 yards per carry on 19 rushes for 55 yards.
Look at that.
Okay.
Obviously, probably going to be moved for both.
But you're also comparing 2 different style runners.
Very different styles.
So when Wilson is in the game, hold on. So when Wilson's in the game, they're more in between the tackles, right? And when Ahmed's in, they basically do the same stuff they do with Tyreek or Jalen Waddle or whatever. So when you do it with Tyreek and you do it with Jalen Waddle, the next guy that does it is going to have a problem.
I think
they're going to defend it.
They're probably just keeping that Ahmed stuff in there in that package because that's what's going to be there when Achane is back.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
But he's not Achane.
Achane 30 seconds of Achane, and I knew he was.
But here's the other thing. Achane also runs the downhill stuff.
He's so good. He's good.
So while we're sitting here complaining about the player, I'm more concerned with the play, right? Because when Achane gets back, you can have the same formations, but Achane can also go in between the tackles. So you don't need 2 different guys.
Do you think that's going to change though? Because their bread and butter is always getting outside, using the speed, getting those guys blocking outside.
Here's what'll change.
I'd rather see Chris.
Here's what will change. When you have one guy that can do both, now they're worried about both the inside and the outside runs. So you may be able to get an outside run in there because you have the same guy in there. But when I go from Jeff Wilson to Ahmed, right? What do you think's going to happen? Everybody on defense goes, watch out for the outside run.
Well, like, how does he scare me?
To keep them honest, you have to do 1 or 2 things. You either have to take Wilson and run him on those sweeps, or you have to take Ahmed and run him in between the tackles. This is all about game planning and being fluid and understanding when you self-scout watching what you do and knowing that the other team can figure it out.
All right, but if he's not a threat to run outside and he's not strong enough to run inside, he's not the best pass catcher.
But he's also their fourth running back. Like there's a reason he's not going to get a ton of touches anyway. It's not like
Chris Brooks.
You don't have to be good at it. I'll give you a perfect example.
He's not.
I played on the same team with Eric Metcalf. Right?
That's my guy.
That's your boy.
And
watch the toes.
Periodically, they would put Metcalf in the game and run third and short with him. Why? Because when Metcalf was in the game, they stayed in nickel because they thought he was going to motion out and run one of those option routes. So then you hit him with Metcalf up the middle and it catches them off guard. You got to be able to evolve like this. You got to be able to see, your own team and your own offense and see that, hold on, they know if we do this, that, or we put this guy in the game, that this is what we're probably going to run. And you got to be able to change it up a little bit. You got to, you got to be able to do these things because teams are going to adjust from week to week to what you're doing.
Leroy, can I get a weather update from the Jim Mesman and Dover Law
Sure
Firm?
can.
Your accidentattorneys.com, free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
You know what I called today?
What?
A rock-free Florida. Right?
Huh.
So when I look outside and I look at the beautiful weather, not a damn cloud in the sky. It's not even 80 degrees. It was a nice, cool day, right? And it's a light breeze. A light breeze, which means that Dan Day can come to work without having to carry a cinder block so he won't get blown away. Right?
Some quarters in his pocket.
Yeah, some quarters. No, he need more quarters. He need one of them big rocks, right? Put it on his backpack or something. One of them 20-pound backpacks that you work out and you see the meatheads working out with the harness. That's like, you don't even need that today. What a beautiful day. Now, South Florida. As a golfer, I'm a little bit pissed off.
Wow.
Because for the last 2 Mondays, we have gotten some of the best weather in South Florida that we've had all year. Only to be wasted by a damn Monday.
Yeah.
Pick your days better.
Hey, if you guys want to go to Blizzard Beach,
yes,
right now,
do they keep the water
10.
warm?
I don't know.
They do.
Although that seemed like it would go against the Blizzard theme, but I'm guessing yes. If you guys want to go to Blizzard Beach, caller 10 right now to 305-567-0560. Caller 10 gets a 4-pack of tickets to Blizzard Beach. 305-567-0560. Caller 10 to 305-567-0560 gets a 4-pack of tickets. Giving away a 4-pack all week. But today, right now, caller 10 to 305-567-0560 will win that 4-pack. If you guys want more info on Blizzard Beach, go to Disney.com. But caller 10 right now to 305-567-0560 wins a 4-pack. Back after this.
Going
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Who's Blizzard Beaching, Marcos?
Alejandro from Pembroke Pines.
All right, congratulations to him.
By the way, the water stays 80 degrees year round.
Nice. All right, there you go.
But 80 degrees when it's 60 is cold.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. But they're doing their best. It's a blizzard.
I tell you what, did I go to, which one has that
You
water?
went to Volcano.
I went to Volcano Bay, the one that almost drowned me.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
that 35 mile an hour lazy river.
Yes, my favorite.
Bro, here's what happened. So I'm like,
The not
man.
so lazy river.
So I go to the edge and I'm like, hey, there's no floaties. And then I hear kids going by going,
That water is very
No,
warm the whole time.
So Marcos, I put like a leg in and I'm like, whoa, this is kind of, so I jump in, right? I swear for 200 yards, I thought I was going to drown because I couldn't get my footing to get my head above the water. And I'm like, I'm a grown ass man about to drown at a water park. So then I got, finally got my feet, and you just basically surf. It's like surfing under the water, right? But it's going, it's moving.
It's
I
humming.
was helping the lifeguards because I was helping everyone around me who were
Oh,
drowning.
yes. And how many people look like they were getting ready to drown because they didn't realize it
I'm
wasn't
not.
that lazy of a river? Oh,
Marcos, can you get a little from Tua after the game? This was him on the emotions of a loss like that. Here's Uno.
Oh, you want the cut? Sorry.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
Man, tough. You never want to end the game like that. How that happened, but I think any competitor in our field that would be in my position, would wish they had that play back. At least they'd give the team an opportunity, and I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah.
you know what? I will say this. The thing that you appreciate about Tua, he's pretty consistent whether they win by landslide or lose.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna, hold his end of the bargain up, and he's gonna
Super
keep it right. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate
pretty
that because
sure-
that every professional athlete, especially with the way things go now, they are quick to go into defense mode.
I'm
right?
pretty sure the Cedric Wilson play was a mess up from the wide receiver, and he was asked about it, and he goes, "Me, all on me,
Yeah.
me." He wears it like a leader, and that you do appreciate about him. He's
Especially with what he's been through, though, to still be able to be that dude when the commentary on you has been so bad,
right?
For the last, for at least the first year and a half of your career. So kudos to him, and I think that because of that's the way it is in the environment that they play in, I feel more comfortable saying that this is more a blip on the road that they'll get better from than thinking, here comes the 5-game skid.
Here's Tyreek Hill. This is him on the drops and how everybody has those.
As a receiver, like I never think about how many drops I got in the game. I'm always thinking about the next play, baby. Like that's how I became who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody drops passes. It happens, but it's all about how you move on to the next play. And I got to learn from it. Go to the film room, learn from it, and find better ways to get open.
That is what Rocky said.
Rocky.
Yeah. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward.
Yeah, but he also
find a
did.
way.
Apollo Creed also said there is no tomorrow. So where are we going with this?
He was right.
He didn't enter the match though saying, but Apollo can get it anywhere. Anywhere he's gonna get this work, and then continue to say something.
No, Rocky never said that. It
doesn't sound like something he'd say.
Here's a little bit more from Tyreek after the loss.
Oh yeah, for sure. Against the Super Bowl champions, we do believe that every game is a missed opportunity if we lose, man. So it's our job to come out here and win these games, especially the way that our defense played today. Those guys played tremendous, and if we want to say that we the number one offense in the league, we gotta be able to make plays when it counts.
Defense has been awesome. Fangs with his new toys. He seems like he's got it all together.
Yeah, that was good. That was good to see. Sucks that we wasted that opportunity, but it was still good to see.
Yeah, no, but it looks like with all those pieces together, they're terrifying.
For
They
sure.
really do.
Tell you what, we decided Kelsey was not going to beat us, and he did not. There was plays where I would see like Jalen Ramsey over him and a linebacker underneath, and it was like, all right, well, we've decided for sure.
You're not beating us, Travis.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
I mean,
Very smart.
It almost worked.
And the Bills lost yesterday anyway, so go to hell, you know? Still first place.
I saw something weird though. They said if the Jets win tonight, where are the Jets going to be? They played less games than us, so they can't be
The
first,
Jets would
right?
be 5-3.
5, and we're 6-3.
We're 6-3.
And then we have our bye week. So okay, let's say Jets win tonight. If Jets win next week, do the Jets have an opportunity of getting first? Is what I'm trying to find out. No, right?
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. But they have an opportunity to surpass
I mean,
the
I
Bills.
suppose
tonight.
they could be 6-3, and I don't know what
my
the
God.
divisional record, but that would be.
Why are they still a thing? The
I don't
Bills.
know.
The Bills.
I mean, they're going to play the next week, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
All of this plays out. I mean, everything will play itself out.
But
be
they would-
worried about where the Jets are, or the
I think
Bills
they would be
are, or whatever.
Yeah, I think they'd be. What are the Bills? The Bills are 5-4.
5-4.
Yeah, so they would jump the Bills.
They'd be
And
5-3.
and they have the tiebreaker over the Bills too because they beat them, right? Have they played twice?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone played.
Nobody's played twice. Nobody's played.
Dolphins played the Pats twice.
Pats twice.
Yes. Okay.
Boxed in.
But that was because they were the first game of the season, right?
Interesting.
Or did they play? Who did they play first? Did they play Los Angeles?
The Dolphins beat the Chargers. They beat the Patriots on Sunday Night Football.
Okay, gotcha.
Easy peasy.
But the Jets have only played the Bills once.
Okay. At the very least, we know we have 2 divisional wins. See this.
I picked the Jets tonight. I have them. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a winless week.
See, that's the thing about this. You know, you don't have to be first. You get nothing for being first. You just don't gotta be last.
That's it. So I'm glad that I'm off to a good start.
Yeah.
Because the dartboard of doom. Now, by the way, we got a month to fill it out.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're not last, you're first.
Point for Tobin.
All right, we'll take a quick break, play a little all right. Oh, no, to close things out on a Monday. Back after this. everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Let's get to our favorite Monday game. Little all right. Oh, no. My all right goes to Fangs. You know, he's got all his toys now. Did a great job against Patrick Mahomes. Great job against that Chiefs offense. And so maybe he was worth all the hype. Maybe he was.
Oh, starting to come around, huh?
It may have been he may have been worth all the hype. I got a second all right.
Oh, double all right.
Yep.
Nice.
Tyler Herro.
Oh, that's a good one.
He's better than Damian Lillard.
I'm sorry, one more time?
He's better than Damian Lillard. Tyler Herro.
I just want you to continue marking these as they go.
Yeah, this is good. This is
Yeah.
good. You know, he is a recipient of the most TTL in the history of TTL, if I'm not mistaken.
But that's why I know he's better than Damian Lillard, because he could take it.
He can mentally.
Yep.
Strong. Not like that other guy, that coward.
Yeah. Guy couldn't even take some side eye at his own facility. So Tyler Herro gets my all right because he's better than Damian Lillard.
Wow.
I said it. He's better than Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
He's going to be better than Damian Lillard. He's been better than Damian Lillard this season.
Okay.
He's better than Damian Lillard. Tyler Herro gets my all right.
Wow.
All right. My oh no goes to Tua's Butterfingers. Hold on to the football, dude.
No. Oh, no.
Damn. Well, he did throw that red rifle between his legs back there. Right? It wasn't like it was a... He snapped it like he was snapping to the punter.
Good God. What's your all right, no, Leroy?
He was nervous.
My all right is going to go to, again, I was amazed at what I saw out of CJ Stroud and for all the acclaim that all of the other rookie quarterbacks have gotten, he is the one that is doing the best with, some would say, the least amount of talent. Correct? Nobody thought
Bryce Young has no talent, dude.
Yeah, but nobody thought that the Houston Texans would be anywhere around 500. No chance. So kudos to that dude and guess what? Doing it quietly, because ain't nobody paying a whole bunch of attention to Houston until yesterday. Now you need to recognize, because that boy good.
Really good. Really good.
My
Who's your
oh
own
no?
now?
My oh no, and I'm tired of seeing this. Okay, one of the signs of growth is being in the same position over and over again and handling it differently, either with your poise, your determination, or whatever. Okay, I'm not seeing that from the Canes. They get my oh no, because every time they get in one of these these tough situations, it seems like everybody panics and don't know what the hell to do. Right? It's like they have doubts of how good they are, because a team who's really good, no matter how far they get down, like you can say what you want about the Dolphins, nobody ever flinched. They maybe not have won, but even down 21, you saw no panic out of that team.
What the
That's
Canes
what poise
need,
does to you.
what they need in a situation like this is someone to steal their signs. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
They need
do.
stallions.
You know a guy?
They need stallions. Michigan Stolverines.
Let me say something to you.
To point.
You think even if you knew what the other team was doing, you could stop it? Like, I hate when people say
Always the cheater's justification.
Oh, yeah.
No,
The
it's
cheater's
not. It's
justification is always, we didn't need to cheat.
Yep.
Even,
Cheaters
wait,
cheat.
wait. Hold on. Even before this, I have told you guys that every team runs basically the same plays.
Oh, no, listen,
This guy.
you're
Just
sitting
because
here.
you know it's coming, don't mean you can stop it. That is what competition is.
Okay, Cheats McGee.
Cheats McGee.
Hey,
You would
I ain't cheating.
I don't know.
You know they're cheating.
Seems like it's
Give
a
me the
cover-up.
dirt on Stallions.
I don't know him.
Old scapegoat Stallions.
Hey,
I saw
and
they had
according
him resign.
and according to Jim Harbaugh, neither does he.
Yeah, okay. JFig, what's your all right no today?
So Friday night, one of the most celebrated guitarists in rock history, Jimmy Page, did a surprise performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he really showed you that he can still rock.
Rockville.
And that just makes me happy because he is one of the people that influenced me to get into music when I was in middle school. And yeah,
What band was he in?
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, they're good. I've heard of them. They got a good future.
They're good. They're good.
You're the worst. You're the absolute worst.
A good future.
They
Dude,
still
they've been around
talk?
for 50 years.
Oh, those guys are good. They're gonna make it. They keep trying.
Wait, they've been around since the 70s, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They
Oh my
keep trying.
goodness.
They will make
You
it.
make me so disappointed.
Heard.
Where does he keep going? Are you okay?
I don't
Tobin's
want to
sick.
blow my nose. I don't feel good. I've been blowing my
Oh.
nose off camera.
I got him, everyone.
Yeah.
I got him.
Thanks a lot, Frog Boy.
It wasn't me, man.
I was supposed to be boots on the ground tonight. I don't feel good.
2 weeks ago.
We got the bird flu, and then going through that building now is the frog flu.
Okay. You know, I'm just trying to show it I was tough.
Yeah, I just didn't want anybody to see my gross nose on camera, JFig.
I
They're not
appreciate
so
that. I just wanted to make
Hey,
sure you're okay.
First of all, you can't avoid that.
Flashing out, dude. He is
Right.
flashing out.
If Tobin sneezes, it's a flash flood.
Kicking my boy while he's down.
Love that.
Dude,
what's
after what we went through yesterday, he deserves a little bit. He
That is
killed us
true.
yesterday.
You're
What are you
still on
talking
mute.
about?
What else you got, JFig? What's your oh no?
Did you guys see that proposal that was going on during the game yesterday?
Oh,
Which
in
game?
Germany?
In Germany?
Yeah, I think.
Germany? Hello, our game.
Oh,
Well, let me tell you that right after proposing, this guy, instead of hugging his fiance, he hugs the mascot first.
Whoa!
Was the
Kansas City
mascot
Chiefs
TD
mascot.
or was it the Chiefs mascot?
Nah, it was a Chiefs.
The Chiefs mascot.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you that if the person that proposes to me hugs a mascot first than me, no.
Yeah.
It's a big no.
That's an oh no for sure.
Tate South says Tobin needs uns Robitussin.
I think he needs.
Wait,
Right here.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Oh, that was just a moment thing. Get out of there. What is that? A rat?
He just took away from the whole proposal.
Sir, can you get out of my shot, please? I get that you're happy mascot. You're supposed to cheer for me, but please.
He's trying to put on the ring and just
He's blocking the proposal.
look at this.
What kind of animal is that?
It's a show pony.
Is it a coyote? KC Coyote?
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Platinum Sword
I think
says
it's a
Tobin's
wolf.
got
It says wolf.
Platinum
Yeah.
Sword says Tobin's got that Toucan Sam nose.
Thanks, dude. He's sick, everyone.
It's not
Please.
wrong. Bro.
Hey, I do love some Fruit Loops though.
Me too.
Oh.
Marcos, what do you got for all right on no, dude?
My all right is gonna go to daylight savings. Like, come on, that extra hour, did that not feel great? Although you still had to get up.
It didn't. It was great.
It
It
threw
did
me
throw
off.
me off a little bit. I just thought it was the longest Sunday ever.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was.
how much did you panic when you weren't where you supposed to be and the sun was up?
Right, this
Like,
morning
oh.
specifically. I usually judge off.
I
the sun.
noticed it this morning too. I was like, man, it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, are we all being bums? Like, what's with
Yeah,
today?
right?
What's with today?
I saw the sun and I was like, usually if I see the sun, I know it's too late. But this morning, no, it was different.
Shreven Schmolding says Tobin's nose is shaped like a slice of Sbarro.
You know, how does it feel that you can't comment on nothing without Twitch or YouTube hitting you up?
It actually makes me feel better. It actually makes me feel better.
And it's always the same.
It's the same. It's
people.
the same six guys. Yeah.
Dave South Smeathan. Oh my goodness. You can't say nothing around here.
Dave South says Tobin lays down and his nose says fins up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Run out of the tunnel.
Wow.
What's your oh no, dude?
Could be Salvon Ahmed because I'm just over him. Could be Tyler Van Dyke for putting up 173 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. But instead, it's someone else who celebrates in the first quarter. Leroy Horde, you get my no, dude.
What?
1 3-0 weekend. You don't want to show up to the show on time, and now you're gallivanting around town.
You're just mad because your NFL expert insider has gone off to a rocky start.
Wait a minute. No. First of all, you are a don't even do this because on Friday, who was up there with their chest out? Guess who's 1-0? And I responded to your comments. Yeah, Mr. 1 and 2. Now let's talk.
You need to be more mature, Leroy.
Oh my goodness!
Act
You
like you've
were
been
on
there
your
before.
high horse on Friday. Who's 1-0? Come on? Who's 1-0?
I didn't know frogs can get on horses like that.
Look, listen here, Starfish. The last person to start 3-0 ended up in a suit. So I tell you what, enjoy that, Leroy.
Excuse me, but was I on the chat?
Yes.
Just putting it out there like that?
No, only you, Marcos, have to be 1-0.
Because I'm humble. Sit down, boy.
Mr. 1 and 2, Mr. Insider.
Look, Tobin is 1 game away from
I hope you throw that dart.
Oh my goodness. Tobin, wait, can I just say this?
I can't believe I trusted the Jets tonight, too. I'm really
How'd you come out? What's that?
I've said this over and over again. Tobin always loses. I don't know why. He loses these things all the time because your method of picking has to do with petty and who you like and don't like. It's not about the actual facts of football.
I like it. I like to do it in my own style, the fun style.
Your own style has you almost in every animal that we could think of. You've been a dragon. You've been a kangaroo. You ate a street bird. Like, yeah, man.
You're welcome. I saved you from a starfish.
2 of those bets were from Goran Dragic, by the way.
Oh, man.
What happened?
2 of those bets were for Goran Dragic, by the way. The kangaroo was Goran Dragic v. Ben Simmons, and then the other one was Goran Dragic not being on the Heat, which, man, I miss him. I miss that guy.
Well, you guys are friends now.
All right. That's our show for today, everybody. Talk to you guys.
Hey, we're not doing this tomorrow. You're done. 24 hours. We're done.
Totally fair.
Okay.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Just get Damian Lillard to the Heat.
That's it.
I'm tired of waiting, Riles.
Get the tranquilizer.
So synchronized.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Bye.